I think
Go
we're
live.
We are live! Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Obscura Presents Troubles Menacing Otari! We were just talking about Team Rocket before we went live.
blasting off at the speed of light.
Butch and Cassidy were my favorite
You
ones.
nerds need a life.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
I'm sorry, you were the
Meow,
one that was like,
that's
Eldamon
right.
is just Pokemon.
It is just Pokemon. It's literally marketed as the Pokemon of Pathfinder. I don't have time to give a full nuanced take on this.
Well,
What, you didn't bring a whole slideshow with
I could.
point form
I
notes?
very
Like,
much could.
We expected you to be ready for this presentation.
Tune into Deadly
you
D8 Live
disappointed
next
us.
this Friday, and I will give a full nuanced
I
take
cannot.
on my role for combat.
nuanced.
I
You
won't,
always
no, because they're
start
friends of
when
the
I'm
show,
about to
and I'll
head
get
off
in
to
trouble.
work.
That sucks. It's
Yeah,
for
it
my
does.
Australian player base. I like to think about the international community.
What, oh, like,
Think about
one,
me.
maybe two people?
Yeah, you and GI. That's it.
3 people, Dan
No
Hunton
wonder-
as well.
I don't know who that is in chat, but you know what? If they're there, props to you.
Well, I was just gonna say, because he's on Twitter a lot, and he's in Brisbane, so... Just putting 2 and 2 together. But, how is everyone? After Paizo Con.
Tired.
I gotta read up on the notes of what I missed.
A
I
lot.
was at the beach, so I was not paying attention at all.
Yeah. I worked this weekend, so
I
was
had to pay
busy.
attention for work. Turns out Paizo's just copying my ideas, and I should be able to sue for intellectual property theft. And
Are
so,
you making things up?
no, but yes.
Is
A
it a
little
day
bit.
ending in Y?
Oh yeah, you know, it's. I feel like I should have the copyright if your idea is similar to mine after I already stole it from you. I feel like that should be the trade-off here.
So, fun side note about TTRPG specifically, although you can get away with that in some copyright law in America, tabletop role-playing games and board games is one of the few industries in which you can't actually use that as a basis for a claim.
Yeah, it's really interesting because they tried. I remember TSR hit that lawsuit a while ago.
And that was the precedent that was set, because TSR tried to copyright a bunch of the mechanics involved in D&D 2nd edition, I think, at the time. And when they tried to do it, it all kind of just failed. That's why they made 3rd edition and introduced the OGL license.
Fun.
Yeah, so Paizo, you get away with it this time, but I got my eye on you.
The weird
I'm gonna
thing
sue
is,
for a
Paizo
position in
doesn't
the
need
company.
it anymore.
Oh, I know. Wait, no, because the OGL would allow us to make 2E content, doesn't it?
Okay.
Like, they'd have to make the 2E OGL.
Yes, they would have to make a whole new OGL. That's the reason why they haven't. Because
that's
they don't
work.
have to, so they don't.
But that's work. Even though
What?
2E is directly distinguished from the... What the fuck is it called? It's no longer tied to 3rd edition, right? Because the only thing that are like somewhat connected are the name of classes and ancestries.
Classes, ancestries, and you're rolling a d20.
I guess, but like
And
the
stats
Saga
are
edition
the
is fall into
same.
this?
The stats are the same as well. This is why Palladium had different stat array. It's weird when you put the research into it. It really is. We're not rolling a d20. It's 2d10.
2d10 actually would be significantly different than rolling a d20.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You would average out a level.
Yeah, it would be like a really interesting curve, and I don't know, I think it could be cool.
It'd be interesting. Criticals would be a lot harder.
Yeah.
Sorry. Rolling a 20 would be a lot harder. But you couldn't roll a 1 anymore. You could roll 2 ones.
I mean, yeah, and then that would be a critical fail.
Your expected value for the results on the dice would be 0.5 higher.
Yeah.
Because it's 10.5 versus 5.5 plus 5.5, which is 11.
Oh my god, this is nerd math. I just want to shoot things.
Hey, I went to school
What-
and had to take
what did-
a class
Math?
about this, so fuck you.
It's-
Okay, but
Statistics?
what did... Let me ask you this,
Actually,
alright?
it's data science.
Oh, that's worse. Okay,
Yeah,
I
much
came
worse.
here to shoot things, and I think that's what our kind viewers like us doing.
Is that what you came here for? Sure,
to
don't
level
shoot
up.
as much as you seem to want.
That's 'cause
I
we
think
role
should
play.
Get a poll in the chat.
Oh, I just mean that you
Poll
missed.
everybody. Would they rather see snipers shoot things or hear us talk about being nerds?
1 second. I'm on it.
Yes.
Mod icons, mod actions area. Alright.
Got
Oh,
it,
I
got it.
can put people on timeouts.
Wow.
You guys better be good. Better give you that magic weapon or else, that's...
Yeah, I'll just take my 7.5 thousand channel points somewhere else.
One of my players in the Sunday game had I think it was 10 grand or something like that. And they spent it all on a single poll.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I was there for that. I tried to keep mine so I can toss them into the Sunday game like uniformly, but that requires me to open it up while I'm at work, which sometimes it's not possible.
Well. Does anyone want to say anything before we get into the recap? You got about 7 minutes.
Oh, we got 7 minutes to do promo?
I don't want you to spend doing 7 minutes on promo. But yes, if
Okay.
you want to put something on blast, I guess. No.
Did
that's
you
not
know
true.
that Sinclair's library only has 2 days left before it has to go down?
63
you can pick
hours,
up-
roughly. I'm not counting.
You have 63 hours before the Kickstarter officially closes, where you can get a ton of great content at a actually discounted price, because when it goes actually live as like a full product, all the prices magically go.
Yes, I believe the hardcover books will be going from 40 USD during the Kickstarter to
The
50.
or 60. Yeah.
It's actually 63 hours. Hey, that coincides with when I get a paycheck. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do I get my paycheck? Matt, I know this is your job. You gotta answer this.
Absolutely,
according
it's my
to
job.
TTRPG law, you have to tell me. Anyways, yeah, you can check out the Sinclair's Library Kickstarter if you haven't. I know we rep it all the time over here, but that's because 2 of us work on it. One of us is working on it slightly more than the other one.
Yeah, and that's 100%
nerd.
me. Everyone knows.
Oh, yeah. Founder
No.
support
Wow.
over there. It's me and him. I don't know who else works on it.
It's definitely not Matt over here. He doesn't work on it.
And
Everyone
someone
No,
may
he just-
still
He
have
just
like
streams all the time.
607 comments still waiting on one of their documents to be responded to that have been sitting there for over a week now.
What fucking comment? Which document? Okay, hold up. Now you're making me nervous. I gotta go through which documents you, as a non-writer, are referring to.
Uh-huh. So while he's
but
doing
switching-
that,
I'm gonna fucking lose
Yeah,
it.
well, we got a vote going on in chat. A poll.
we do. Also, Eldrick Osiris Games recently has a new class out called the Symbiote, which is kind of
Yo,
fun.
it's so good.
I've had a look at it. although I don't think would fit in every game. If you're playing a game in like Arcadia or Numeria, or maybe even somewhere close to Disca, like in Rohirrim, then it would fit in
Mana Waste would
perfectly.
be real good.
Yep,
Yeah.
Geb, next. Outlaws of Alkenstar is coming out soon.
Basically, leave the middle parts of the Inner Sea region. It fits anywhere else but, like, Absalom. That's kind of what I can tell you.
What I hear is it fits into the much weirder places,
Yes.
and your bog
Slav,
standard fantasies
yeah.
are just no.
Pretty much.
That's kind of my point.
Like, even
Cool.
some sections of the Mwangi Expanse, it's like, nah.
It would work. It would work somewhat in different places. Speaking as someone who's
The
going through
weirder
AOA right
places?
now, you could do it. I meant weirder places, as in more in a sense of Galarian is not normal. I
No.
did not mean that as a broader point of the Milwaukee Expanse. Within the point of Milwaukee Expanse, there are weird locations. I know. I've had to fight dragon towers. They fucking suck. How does that not count as weird?
Does someone want to hand
I
Cyrus
deal
a
with them
shovel?
every day.
Yeah, I'm at this point in my career, do I have anywhere further down to go?
Are we canceling Osiris?
Yes.
Or calling a setting to be... Yep, you know what? I'm not even gonna finish the sentence, because I'm just gonna look worse the more I speak.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
wow.
Not going well.
I'll
It's
get
like
out
a
the
Cyrus.
paperwork.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry in
Cancel
seven,
Osiris
6, 7
Eldritch
comments.
games by buying one of their bundles. Each bundle you buy is a word less that Osiris will say.
That's true. Okay, I will
Okay with
admit that. We are about 5 copies off of Copper for Symbiote. It is, like, I'm not kidding, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a
We're
really
working
fun
on part
class.
2, by the way.
And each one you buy will be one less time Osiris here asks Matt to level up.
Oh, God.
Who voted 76 times?
I voted like 70. No.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
71 times. You're welcome.
What?
I had
Dude.
7,500 channel points. I'm down to 480.
Wow.
I guess we're talking more about maths. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, what do you want to know more of?
I don't know. There's just so much math I failed.
We
In
could
the
get
realm
into, we could get into the logistical nonsense of conversion rates.
Yeah, can we?
Wow.
How much am I getting paid
Price
for?
discrimination in economics.
Yeah, that's a topic I don't know about. Conversion rates. Converting units is not actually that hard. It's all about division and multiplication.
Oh no, I just
I think
complain
we
about
were
it because I'm
talking about
Australian.
economic conversion.
No. When I started my degree in engineering, and essentially like I had to know the conversion rates of everything in metric and everything in imperial, because Canada has such a close relationship with the States.
Wow.
Well,
So,
I mean, it makes sense. We're superior.
Fun
we're
fact,
in a
you guys
castle.
actually, aside from like fuels and such, when it comes down to more scientific matters, you guys all use metric.
I would like to remind you that we're #1 in military spending. So,
People. have a
So,
game.
about the castle that we're in,
yay,
Yeah.
sniping things.
Yeah, there we go. It's 45. Let's go.
so who remembers where last we left our heroes?
Oh
we
man,
I shot
beat
a
up a
fly.
gargoyle,
My book.
You did beat up a gargoyle.
Yeah.
and we were finding Ludwig or somebody. I don't know, some stupid
yeah.
dwarf who's being stupid, and he's stupid.
So we went to the logging camp.
Yep.
There were signs that people were watching the camp. Eliza, being the wonderful, good-natured person they are, healed all the injured lumberjacks and lumberjanes. Tiberius decided, hey, I'm gonna try and find out where this aura is, while Ridge was gathering information. Yes, it should be noted that Sniper was the one who found that there was signs that people were watching the camp. We kind of split up to get all the information. The lumber.
There was a mutant owl bear.
Yes,
The
a mutant
rumored
owlbear
owlbear.
that was hurt some people and.
I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
another
have any
one.
real evidence of that there's an owlbear out there.
Except for people saying that
I
there
mean,
were.
except the injuries on the people.
Yep.
I
And
used read
two-
the air a lot.
You
two
did.
separate accounts. The dwarf that you're thinking of, Micah, was Magritte.
Magritte, Ludwig, same thing.
Yeah, might as well be. Who's
Yeah.
a former lumberjack who kind of got kicked out, and
He
they
was
could be the
creepy.
baddie.
Yeah, no, he was creepy.
Later on, when we were following the aura of magic and where the Magritte went, we met a ranger in quotation marks named Kotgar, who turned out to be Magritte's brother. Kotgar was pretending to be tracking down this mutant owlbear, but was actually just trying to kill us.
And steal our money.
He kind
Yeah,
of failed at the
um,
killing part, though.
Yeah.
Also, the stealing money part.
Well, coincidentally.
Then we came up upon the keep here by climbing a rope, because it was up above where Kotgar was protecting the bridge, as you can see on the map there. So there was a gargoyle there. They one-tapped Tiberius, while Sniper was playing Ring Around the Rosie with an ooze.
Look, he kept
Yeah.
that ooze out of the fight, which is important.
I thought we were supposed to use tactics.
And it was very tactical. I'm proud of you.
And laser beamed it.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Sniper wasn't even the one who killed it. Did 90% of the damage to it, but
I shot that gargoyle. I'm the one that killed it. Killed that thing. Granted, it's now dust, but
Yeah.
we can still interrogate it.
And rubble.
we also now own this castle because we have the deed, and no one can tell us otherwise because we have the deed.
I mean, pretty
We should
much.
turn it into an Airbnb.
I should
100%.
note, though, that our dear heroes used a rope to get up the side of the cliff when there was literally a pathway about 10 feet away. Or
Was there?
Oh, there was too.
I have assurance athletics.
40
okay?
feet away.
I'd like to press
press
But
something.
it was no biggie for
But we-
Eliza to climb up the cliff.
But we
60
also
feet
didn't
away,
know-
sorry.
It should be noted that we also didn't know if there was guards or what watching it because Kotgar was doing signals to some peeps who we still don't know who they were because we climbed the cliff instead of going to meet them face to face.
Oh no, look, climbing the
So-
cliff was a clever idea. And I kind of wish I actually had some guards at the end of the path that you could have bypassed. But these guys do not
Wait.
have that kind of operation.
So then who the fuck was Kotgar signaling to?
He was casting a spell.
Actually, he
No.
was signaling his cat, but
Oh.
We were confirmed that he was a straight up fighter.
just because he's a
Could have
fighter
had
doesn't
an
mean...
archetype.
Right?
A Beastmaster. Or Ranger type, yeah.
He had options.
So now we're going to go in a door and probably die.
I mean,
That's
I
the
mean, what's
plan,
new?
anyways.
Ridge would like to be not in direct line of sight once that happens.
Come on, you're the only one who hasn't gone down.
Oh?
well, I'm gonna relock the door
oh.
for a second, so someone doesn't just, open it.
What?
I can't even
Who
get
would
down.
do that?
But the game is now unpaused, so if you want to move your tokens around into a better position for when the door is actually opened, you can.
Question.
Yay!
Ready to open this
Ridge will
door.
be here so that he is still within singing range, but not within seeing range. Ha ha ha.
I got a question.
Yep.
Would being up here be able to see through the door?
Being where?
I'll just move myself there. Somehow. Up here.
No.
Ah.
That's a part of the protocol system.
Yeah, I was just mainly thinking about how tall these walls were, but yeah.
Also, keep in mind that the actual entryway for the keep itself isn't particularly massive. Like, it's the typical 5
10
by...
feet across.
It's the typical, like, 5 by 7. But, otherwise, is everyone in position?
Yes, Ridge has his bow out.
Actually, I'll go back here.
Eliza does have her smoking stick out.
Alright.
I have a question.
Yes. No, you may
Am
not
I
level.
running? No, I did not even say that. Am I running with the unexpected sharpshooter, or am I now benefiting from sniping duo?
You haven't had the downtime to train up for a sniping duo.
Accidental shots they are.
Because you
Okay,
need to
cool.
spend
Thank
you
you.
need to spend a day with another member of the party to benefit from sniping duo, so... But-
Fine. I guess I'll go back and rewatch our video.
The video we did together that I can't watch.
What do you mean you can't watch? It's on YouTube.
No,
Listen to your own voice.
yeah, no, that's the problem.
You get used to it after hours of editing.
This is why I want to hire an editor for my own videos. But anyway, we'll just assign everyone to being hostile.
I'm not hostile. I just want to shoot it.
Oh yeah, I'm hostile. I'm ready to take down Sniper.
I'd like to turn my gun, please.
Ooh, my lord is in there.
My lord! Standing in the center of the room by a ritual circle that could only be described as fiendish in nature, with glowing candles and a skeleton on top of a balcony, you would assume? But the
I'd
man...
argue it's massive loser to keep with the naming schemes.
God. The dwarf that stands in the center of the room, draped in his robes, magical power ringing from his hands, goes, "You have entered the lair of Ogre of Leadbuster. Leave now or fear my might."
Yeah, I would like to take a step back
Yep.
and act like I'd like to. Can I close the door?
Yes, you can close the door.
I'd like to
we were
close
shooting.
the door and just take a bit to cast Disrupting Weapon on Sniper's gun and my staff.
And I guess I will cast magic weapon.
And I will cast nothing. Just
No, we need to get.
But
What do you mean? There's no valid option for spell effect disrupting weapons.
Yeah,
Can
that-
you not?
Why?
Yeah.
Why is it not just?
I've
I have gun. Give me gun.
If you drag the spell effect to your hotbar,
I
and
am.
then select your token, and then press the hotkey button.
I cannot cast magic weapon. There we go.
You've already.
I just
Something-
see if I've drained it, if I've drained my bonded item for first level spells today. And I have.
I would like to claim this game is rigged. I believe that we should be using a mana system. I know it doesn't exist quite yet, but check out Sinclair's Library 2, Spell Boogaloo.
How am I supposed to do this?
What
I
should
just drag it onto my token and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
This has worked with every other spell.
Weird.
I don't know why this spell is different.
Is there a requirement?
No,
'cause we're each
just
wielding
try
it.
and use a weapon.
No, that's really weird.
Currently, it's... I'm wielding it in my 2 big hands.
Well, we'll just have to move on then.
I guess I'll just ready a spell up for
Well-
when the door opens.
I
Well-
will courage when we're ready to go in.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'll
Well,
bring up that.
I'm just so you know, Matt, I am gonna roll an extra d4 whenever I deal damage to an undead, so.
That's okay. We'll just have to remember, like plebs.
Remembering is so hard.
Mogrim, the Necromancer.
Hello
Please
again.
don't.
I suppose we roll initiative now.
And I did say I ready an action for when this door opens.
You did.
So
Made it
Wait,
assault.
no, I don't. Check on initiative.
everything within 10 feet of him, I don't know what else is in there, has to make a saving throw. And I will use Arcana for initiative if that is fine with you, because that is 100% a spell.
Can I use stealth?
Yeah, of course you can. You had the time to prep
There's
and prepare. It's not like you were ambushed.
And y'all get courage.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
there we go. 33 on my initiative.
And Sniper, your stealthily roll. There we go.
26. Oh my god. I'm going
I
before
wish I could
the
roll
milady.
as well as you guys can on initiative. Wild.
All right. As I kind of switch them. So, Tiberius, you have casted the spell.
Yep.
Take your inspire courage.
$10 feet. Everything.
Yeah.
All right. $10 burst. Yeah, that'll hit him.
Yeah,
He's
so-
only 5 foot away. He's a little bit elevated, but not enough to miss it. So, reflex saving throw. That's 1 fail from Morgrim,
Okay.
and that is a success
That was
from the
success.
skeletons.
Yep.
There's skeletons? My brethren? They're here?
You're an android.
So that's
That's why
8
I
damage.
closed the door and cast
Morgrim?
disrupting weapon.
That and that.
Okay. So the ready action goes before my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my
At
first
some
action
point,
is...
I will actually have to solidify some rules for actual ready actions before combat. But yes, continue.
So my first action is sustain. So I need him to make me another saving throw.
All right. As I scroll back up again.
Yeah, it's a sustain spell, so I have to sustain it on my turn, right? Alrighty.
Success.
Success. So it's a basic saving throw with a D10.
Yeah, he's happy with that.
That should be. He should take one more because I don't know what. Shouldn't have Inspire Courage apply to that as well?
I believe it doesn't apply to area damage effects.
Because it applied to the first one.
Oh, probably because it considered it to be expired. But I will add the extra 1 on there. Not the extra 10, just the extra 1.
Yeah. Alright, so that's my
Inspire
first
Courage
action.
Lasts for a round.
Yeah, it lasts for a round, so I don't know why it didn't, but it's fine. It's not expired on my character, so that's why I'm... Anyways, so that was that. And then...
What you doing, Tiberius? You got 2 actions left.
Yes, I do.
I mean, he's in 30 feet. You could run up and
Yeah,
bump
he
him.
is. I'm really deciding if I want to check if that is currently an ongoing magical effect.
It's not. It's just pretty.
It's not just
I'll save
pretty.
it.
Oh, okay.
I'll save you the roll there.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I don't have to worry about figuring it out and then dispel magicking. Then. Yeah, I am. Yeah, might as well just.
You're gonna run up and hit him?
Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna charge. Okay. For some reason I keep.
Unexpected charge, you know?
Yeah. So actually, he's getting hit with his bedroll.
Oh, okay, so telekinetic projectile?
Yeah.
Alright, roll the hit.
The other one wasn't an attack, so. Oh man.
And that will miss.
Yeah, it will.
Womp.
You said the bedroll flying.
And you see, part of me thinks just the bedroll was just too soft that it kind of just went thwop against him and fell back to the ground.
What is this? A bedroll? Is that you done though?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of candles flying around him and trying to hit him though. Which is great.
Sniper!
Oh no, I was accidentally fumbling with my gun and it went off accidentally, causing a weird shot. Oh no, the horror, it's such horror. That'll be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit? That will hit.
You had so much to play with there, and you went with that.
Yeah, right?
I'm really tired. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It
Wow.
has been a day.
Don't you roll damage twice also?
Nope, just once. You rolled
Wow.
twice to get to it. I know, this is honestly so sad. Double ones.
What were we talking before about, like a 2d10 system?
I feel like we might. Let's go back to Thaco, alright?
No, you roll damage twice.
I do?
Yeah, you make a strike with a ranged weapon, rolling the attack and damage twice and using the better result.
I missed that part. Okay, hold up.
I was pretty sure I had read that.
10
I went
points
to
of
check.
damage.
That's what Nethys says.
Well, who reads stuff?
And we should
Apparently
listen
not
to
you.
Nethys.
Not me, yeah.
Yeah,
Praise
as
be
the two.
Nethys.
Yeah, praise be Nethys. There's 2 followers of Nethys here. Listen to him.
Alright, you nerds and your education. What the fuck? And for my last action, I'm gonna... Actually, I'm gonna move right over here just so I can get a little bit more of an insight. Turns out, didn't see much besides a pentagram. Alright, that's it.
Morgrim, I guess Margaret isn't here.
Maybe
Yeah, Margaret
is
Thrasher is
more
not here yet. Maybe it's a boss fight.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those Elden Ring things.
Yeah, we have to wait for stage 2.
I am working on the rules for that. Ridge, it is your turn.
Ridge will start the round off as he often does by singing a rousing song that makes you feel better. Then he's gonna stride to see what all the commotion is. This is more grim.
ML, yeah.
That is,
Okay.
in fact, Morgrim.
Ridge sees him and makes a face like, you know that Chrissy Teigen meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes that, and he's like, "That's what you're wearing right now? Really?"
Oh, it's worse because he's got like the blood stains all over his robes, and his beard and hair is matted in some places with like gross viscera and stuff like that.
You know, if you ever took a shower or a bath or even just dripped a little bit of water on you in your entire life, you might actually have friends, and then you wouldn't have to be a stupid asshole who's trying to do necromancy that doesn't need to be done. So why don't you shut up, stop talking, put your skeletons away, and give up now?
All right,
And we'll
diplomacy.
diplomacy. Vamos. Oof.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna hero point that.
You know what? That's fair. That is much better. Unfortunately, will saves are his best save.
Oh well. He still has something. Oh no, he doesn't. Failure is nothing.
One day I shall be a powerful necromancer, Lich!
Hmm.
But it won't be this day.
No, you really won't.
Oh, no. Well, you have one action left.
No, that was 3 because I courage moved and
Yeah.
insulted.
Alright, the Skelly God. He's going to delay till after his master. So, Morgrim, who's actually going to get to cast spells. This rarely happens for my wizards.
oh, we are all standing in a line.
You
Yay!
are
Counter spell.
I'm
know-
just about to get lightning bolted.
I'm wishing for success on whatever thing he's about to do to me.
I wish he had lightning bolt. I really do. But no.
I mean, fireball would work
If
too.
you leveled us up a little bit more, you could. Just saying.
He is going to cast Gust of Wind. And pretty much, yep, everyone in that line will have to make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Let's go. My worst save. I got this. I don't.
He did not, in fact, have this.
Oh,
Wow.
come on.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
All right.
Wow.
Group pain is
Where-
apparently
I will wish for luck.
Let me hero
Okay.
point that.
You're gonna hero
Oh
point
yeah.
that?
Yeah. I'll. You know what? Actually, no. I'm fine with the. I'm fine with the.
I am definitely gonna succeed.
What is the failure? Knocked prone.
Wow.
Oh my
Thing I used
Wow.
to
god.
wish for luck.
Wow, potent spellcaster over there.
What the fuck, dice?
So we all failed.
Letting me re-roll.
Hey, I got a 14. I think that should pass against
I'm just
any.
gonna click the button
decent.
again.
You weren't even affected,
It's
Sniper.
not letting me use the re-roll with hero point.
Oh, it's
There
a
we
straight line. Okay, sorry, my bad. You said everybody. I was going with the
Everyone
everybody
in that
part.
line.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, don't judge.
Eliza, success.
I'll apply the prone to myself.
Thank you. But yes, if you got under a 21 for your save, then yes, you are knocked prone. If you critically failed, you would have been sent flying. So, Eliza, unfortunately, you will not be able to move against the wind.
I'm so annoyed right now.
He's a wizard. He knows how to keep people away. But to finish that off, though, because he is a bit paranoid, he is going to cast Shield on himself.
Nerd.
Now for the Skelliard. $10, $20, $25. And he's going to take a shot at you, Eliza.
Of course he is a ranged weapon.
He's got a short bow.
Meh.
That will miss. But he will try to shoot again. I don't like his chances. $20? That's a hit? I'm surprised. 3 damage. Alright, remove that participant. Eliza, it is your turn! A giant gust of wind is
Alright.
blowing out from Morgrim. You cannot move closer to him.
I'm so annoyed because I was gonna charge him and then hit him and then push him.
The good
That was my
news is
whole plan. I had it all moved out and planned out, and he can't do it anymore. I guess I'm going to start by using Intimidating Glare.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to intimidate him. I assume that fails.
He's pretty happy at the moment. Like, he's casting his magic, he's taken a couple of shots. He's keeping his assailants at bay while his minions attack from above.
Cool. Then I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. Well, I'm gonna drop my stick, pull out my crossbow.
Yep.
And then make an attack against the skeleton.
Alright, go for it.
when the gust of wind blows the bolt back into you.
16?
Ooh. That'll hit.
Awesome. 2 damage.
He is okay with that. As the bolt goes between his ribs. Is that you done, Eliza?
Yeah, that's all 3 actions.
Alright. Tiberius!
Down here. So 1 action sustain. So I need both of them to make me a saving throw.
Alright, could you throw the spell back up in the chat so I don't have to scroll all the way up?
Yeah, give me a second.
Do.
Let's do that.
There we go. Alright. And Morgrim. Reflex.
Yeah, you fail that save, sir.
Oh wow.
Both of you.
So, do the damage.
Okay, I guess it just doesn't apply to this specific roll.
Well,
These rolls, because that's not it, so it's fine.
it's fine. 4 damage to him. Our Skelly God's gonna take double. As he gets blown apart by your telekinetic assault.
Yep. And
Let your god eat your heart out.
Do I want to use that spell or just go back to talk? Yeah, spell connect projectile again. That's snowball, but it's not actually that great of a spell. Like, compared to like cantrips. It's 2d4 and I get to slow them. Good old buddy here isn't moving.
He's pretty confident at the moment. He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna reroll that. Anyways, that is a
That will be a hit.
22. Yeah, there we go. Really? Really? Fine. Okay.
My goodness, this wizard's holding up.
I rolled jack shit for damage.
That's okay, Sniper did too. Actually, I don't think anyone's been rolling really well for damage in this fight. I'm kinda surprised.
I don't think we've been rolling well, period.
I rolled a 10.
That is true. And you are whittling away at his hit points, which he has a lot of. But
He's badly
Surprising for
injured.
wizards.
Rude.
I believe that's you done, Tiberius, so Sniper!
Yeah.
Oh boy, wouldn't it suck if I made a strike against them? Yes. The answer is yes. I'm gonna
The
shoot
answer is
him.
yes.
Why would that suck? Don't we want that
For
to
him.
Really?
Yeah, that,
Look
that
at what
sucks.
you did. You jinxed yourself.
I have forethought. Oh, wait, hold on. No, one action reload, shoot. And then I'm going to. Oh, where did my defensive? Anyways, I'm gonna take the defensive stance. thing,
Alright.
The armament, so I can get that nice little +1 to AC. I'm trying to find where the hell it went. Defensive armaments. Here we go.
The Pathfinder 2 engine recently updated.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Forge updates the engines for it automatically.
Oh, that's cool.
But, is that you done, Sniper?
That is.
Alrighty then. Ridge!
Alright, Ridge will stand up.
Yep.
Go away, prone. Go away.
Right click.
There we go. Okay, Ridge will then cast Courage again. La la!
Oh yeah.
And Ridge will, step over here in annoyance. There we go. And dust himself off because, ew, dirt.
Dirt.
And that's me.
Grime.
Yeah,
Oh.
like gross. Gargoyle dust.
Yeah.
Moss from the cobblestones.
Yeah, just, ew.
All the viscera picked up from the gust of wind that started from within.
God, it's just... Adventuring is so disgusting sometimes.
Well, Mulgrim! It is the start of his turn, so the gust of wind effect is now ceased. I'm just trying to consider. You know what? Screw it. He's gonna do the thing.
Fireball.
Magic missile!
I
I
have
hate when they use it against me. I can't dodge it.
2 soothe spells left, so...
I got
Alright.
2 heals. So.
First one against you, Liza. Oh wow, really? Second one as well. And third one will be sent towards Tiberius.
No, please don't.
It's okay, I just realized you had the shield up.
That's mage armor.
Oh, so that will hit you. 3 damage!
Yes.
Yay!
No, I did not have the action economy to cast shield last turn.
Yay, enemy wizard actually got to cast 3-action magic missile. Eliza!
Yeah. It is my turn. Sorry, did I get was the second magic missile at me? I zoned out for a second.
Yes.
I apologize. Okay.
It's okay. There's a lot
I
going
didn't
on.
want to shortchange him on damage. I'm gonna drop the crossbow, pick up the staff.
Yep, 1 action.
I'm gonna move in. And then I'm going to let me go ahead and drop that. Up and attack.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. Oh, it is
Oof.
not stoked.
It is
So
not stoked.
that is, yeah. I didn't get to
2
stoke
more.
it.
Okay,
so.
2 less, easy done.
Yeah, sorry.
That's so good. He is near death. He is not looking good. But I believe that is you done.
Yep, that's 3.
Tiberius, it is your turn.
How are you looking, Eliza?
Doing well.
Okay. That is enough of an answer for me. First action, sustain.
Alright.
Needs to make me a saving throw. I'll pull up the spell again.
I love friendly fire.
Yeah, no,
Just
I
love it.
asked how you're
Mwah.
doing. There you go.
Reflex saving throw. Wow, okay.
Yeah, you see,
Good job,
you're doing-
Eliza.
That's
Look at that.
that's only a success. I thought you got a crit success.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine with 3.
Yeah.
Kind of fine with 3. You have 2 actions remaining.
Nowadays.
Just days.
Oh wait, that's a will save. I called it out already. Oh, it's will save against stunned. Yeah. There you go.
He goes unconscious. He had literally 5 hit points left.
Let's go! It's usually they end with 1 HP in a dream after I daze.
But no.
Okay. I'd like to stabilize him and tie him up.
I mean, he's already stable.
Oh, right, because it was non-lethal damage.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Cool, I'd like to tie him up.
Anyways, I stand up. Oh,
Once he's all tied up, I'll peek in, and then when it seems safe, I will.
and I dust myself off using the spell.
Oh god. You people and your prestidigitations.
Yeah. Oh dear God. This is a bit worse than I thought.
Place is disgusting. Mm.
Yeah.
And it probably smells horrible.
Yeah, no, it really, really does.
It doesn't
Probably
look too
does,
bad.
but I'm using prestidigitation to make a nice smell in my face.
Yeah.
Smell.
Yeah, no, same. That was what I was meant to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Prestidigitation smells great.
I'm guessing I don't have prestidigitation.
Why does Prestidigitation have a damage button?
Can you smell, Sniper?
I think by the rules I can. If Matt says no, then no.
Prestidigitation calls out
I
that
believe
it can't
I
deal
have
damage.
nose. I have nose smells. Olfactory, I believe is the correct term.
Yes, as far as I'm aware, you have olfactory senses, but you have a bonus, I believe, against them.
I have bonus against poisons and inhaled toxins.
Well, the smell of dead people would be an inhaled toxin.
Oh no, this is just Tuesday.
Wow. But yes, otherwise you are fine.
You guys don't surround yourselves with dead bodies?
I'd like to poke him with my stick.
Explore the room a bit and see what the hell is going on.
Alright, well, before we
I'll
get to
do
this...
some knowledge on that too.
Yep. So, perception from rage, I'll get that lower master check from Tiberius, unless you want to do something more specific.
Well, I got like the it's either the lore master or the accompanying school, like that school tradition of magic.
This would be a religious ritual space.
Okay, so lore master it is, because my +6 to religion is a lot less than the +9 to lore master.
So a cleric did do it.
27.
27. Wow, okay. So, we have the perception check. Sniper, what are you doing?
Oh, 28 because I help.
I want to start searching these bedrolls up here. Unless they were all thrown down by a certain cantrip.
One of them was thrown down. But give me a perception
actually,
check for those.
search the other two.
All of two of them, because it's all unattended items within 10 feet.
Oh, well, there you
All
go.
right. Well, you know what? I'm searching them. I put myself there on the map.
I guess the sheets on these bodies would have been flown around as well,
Gross.
unless they were tucked underneath enough.
Yeah, not really.
No.
By the looks of it, he was mid-work.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember, boys and girls, don't cast telekinetic assault where very ugly and profane magics are being cast.
see, now I'm just imagining casting telekinetic assault in the middle of a, like when you're fighting an Otagar or something like that, and the rest of the party's like, NO!
Yeah, the worst part is these bodies are looking worse for wear because they would have been battered by the telekinetic assault as well.
Gross. So, Sniper. I can't give you too much from the perception check, mostly because there's not a lot to explore up here. There are some personal effects that have been strewn about because of the telekinetic storm that was in here. But there are obviously 3 bedrolls that were up here. You've met 2 dwarves, so one remains.
That means there's a third. Okay, I would like to, if you don't mind, start searching around to see if there's any evidence of I'm gonna physically start leaving this room, save all this magic mumbo jumbo for the spellcasters. I'm gonna start trying to see if I can find a set of footprints outside that would indicate an opposite direction compared to the other 2 that we've run into.
All right. Well, you can leave the room.
Try to find basically try to pursue a lead
Or
without actually, or track without actually,
doing the survival check.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then enters. But
Like real nerd stuff.
right,
Yeah, come on.
I'll
Sniper.
shoot you.
Don't be a nerd.
Ridge.
I will shoot you.
Yay, me!
Perception check. What were you looking for specifically?
I was just looking to see if there was anything. Like, didn't really have anything specific in mind, just looking to see if there was something, I don't know, important looking, or
Of note.
seems of note for this. Definitely, probably not a wizard, maybe a priest.
Kinda.
necromancer dude and like what he was up to. You know, just like doing the Skyrim thing where you check every book to see if it has a skill up, that kind of stuff.
Well, checking through his workspace a little bit without trying to get any of the gross stuff on you, you do manage to find a piece of parchment where a letter has been written there. It's a very short note that says, "Stepping into business, they would be smart to avoid." It's signed with a particular religious symbol. A three-eyed jackal.
What the bloody hell is this? I will do a fail religion check because I have untrained improvisation, but I
Yep.
don't have it trained, so I will recall knowledge and not get anything because I have a +1. 14.
Well, Lamashtua is one of the major gods in the area. Or in Galarian. So you're pretty... You know the symbol Lamashtua when you see it.
Oh, well, okay. This is some Lamashtu grossness that's going on, I think, and I'll show the parchment and just kind of like wave it around.
I'll take a look after I'm finished with the ritual site here.
Well, as a
there's
little bit of
three-
extra information, Ridge,
yes.
it looks as if the letter was pinned to a door or something, judging by the knife mark or the stab mark near the top of it. And it looks like someone has seen it and then ripped it off. Just by the
Ooh.
general tear at the top.
I'm gonna look at the door to this room.
Yep.
Is there a knife hole that looks like it might have once held a knife that had a paper
know.
attached?
Yeah. Absolutely. It doesn't take you long to find the knife mark. The thing that does strike you as odd, though, it's about midway down.
Oh, a short person did it.
Yes.
Like a dwarf or something.
You would actually probably assume maybe a halfling, a gnome, or a goblin, maybe?
Kobold?
Yeah. Or maybe that.
A kobold did it. I bet it was a kobold. Actually, you know what? You know what? I've been saving this spell.
Oh,
Object
yeah.
reading. I can concentrate on a single event or I'm gonna try, since I can look at things that occurred within the past week, I am going to, if I'm reading it right, I can pick an event.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and read what led to it being pinned to a door, like by probably a kobold. But if I can't get that, I will try for what fuckface McDwarfbeard did when he read and received the note.
Well, you get a couple of flashes of insight as you hold onto the note and cast the spell. The first one is of a cloaked figure writing the note itself. A gnarled, clawed hand, mottled green scales appearing amongst regular flesh, kind of writing this note. Their stature is hunched.
When you say regular flesh, do you mean like human-ish, or do you mean like something like?
Non-scaled,
Okay, gotcha.
but hunched over with a cloak kind of draped around it. They're drawing some sort of, like they're writing the note before they pass it to the kobold. And then the next flash you get is the kobold running up to the door in the middle of the night, making sure things are as dark as possible so as to not get caught, before using their knife and stabbing it against the door. And there's a little bit of a squeak and a screech from the kobold as it hears some footsteps running towards the door. The next flash you get is of Morgrim himself arguing with two other dwarves. One you recognize as Kogar, and the third one you don't. But they seem to be having an argument about the moot. And that is about it.
Interesting. I will relay this information to Eliza and Tiberius. Sniper ran off. There's kobolds and somebody who's part scaly or something. I don't know. Tiberius, when you're done, take out your sketchbook. I will describe in very great detail, and you can draw for me.
Yeah, that's great. Wait, what?
Tiberius! Speaking of, you have been waiting very patiently. The symbol that is engraved upon the ground, although it may be a 5-pointed star, you're familiar with this kind of ritual, and you have seen it somewhere recently before, though this is on a, not a grander scale. No, it's on a little bit of a bigger scale. It's more stable than the one that you saw in the mausoleum. But this is a ritual circle dedicated to Urgathoa, with the specific purpose of summoning and binding and creating undead creatures.
Okay.
Which does kind of strike you as odd, because Morgrim, for his part, you know arcane spells when they're cast.
Mystic Thurge!
Otherwise, if you have any other questions...
Okay, so you said it's weird. Are you implying that an arcane caster couldn't put the effort and such into such a ritual? Like it would require divine magic, or is it just harder?
So they're two different traditions, and they have different ways of doing things. Like, for instance, for arcane, specifically from a wizard, there would be a lot more... There'd be more runic symbols, particularly if it's from a dwarf. From the dwarven magical traditions, there'd be more runes around the circle. There'd be more patterns and circles and interlocking images. Whereas a religious ritual or rite is usually just, we're gonna grab a symbol of our god, stick it in the middle, throw some stuff in the middle, and see what happens. So, two very different styles. And this is definitely within the religious camp as opposed to the arcane.
So it was, so that gives me it was made by a divine caster.
Yes.
Okay.
A wizard and a cleric did it.
So our friend here,
Eliza, you can have a hero point.
Amazing.
But yes, Tiberius.
Yes, our friend here was not the one who made the ritual. The ritual was made by someone of divine magic, like Eliza here, but not the same.
Probably the
Eliza's
third
nice.
dwarf that I saw in my vision.
I would like...
Probably Magritte, because this one claimed their name was, what, Morgrim?
That was probably the third dwarf, because there was this one, the one outside, and one that we have not seen yet.
Yes.
I would like to shake him awake.
Yes.
Morgrim.
As the final thing, you shake him awake. It doesn't take too long. And he comes to...
Yeah, so... Who made this circle?
It was not I, Morgrim, who made this circle. It was
Yes,
my
yes.
half-wit brother.
Magritte?
Apparently not half-wit if he made the circle. Just saying.
He couldn't even summon undead with it. And he had the audacity to blame me for such things.
where is your half-witted brother now?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Alrighty.
You're not really being threatening, you're just asking questions. He just likes the sound of his own voice.
I'm not awful at those. I mean, I'm trained in both.
Nice! I mean, 25's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Margaret went off to that lumber to do what we had been here to do.
And what have you been here to do?
We were hired to disrupt them, to stop them.
Hired by whom?
Try to keep a straight face here.
Yes, it's really
Why
necessary.
does this sound like, I know I'm not in the scene, but it sounds like this is gonna break out into a musical number, alright? Like, this isn't
sort
the
of
duel
looking at
from
Ridge a little
Les
bit
Mis.
weird.
Yeah, I'm
Ridge
waiting
is
for the, like,
actually-
the background music to come in.
Ridge actually looks very annoyed as he's doing this, but he's preparing to use the upstage reaction if it
Yeah.
comes to that.
I brought, at last we see
I
each
will
other
say-
play.
And Ridge, you'd be more familiar with this. He does seem to be pontificating a little bit too much. Like, there's a regular cadence to speech, and he's definitely being a little bit more flowery with it than is entirely necessary.
Who hired you to disrupt the lumber camp?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Matt, how much is it to pay you to make Rage have the ghost archetype now?
Ridge can't be a celebrity and a ghost.
Well, it sounds like you're multi-classing into Casper, so you know what, like...
I think being a ghost would be the worst thing ever for Ridge.
Yes.
Well,
All about
Probably,
that
yeah.
physical touching and such.
Margaret handled all the paperwork and stuff like that. I dealt with my experiments to become a lich.
I see that it's working out fantastically for you. That was sarcasm, in case you could not tell by the cadence of my voice, Sir Dwarf, covered in disgusting filth. Now, why were you disrupting the lumber camp?
This is what we were told to do. This is what we were paid to do. It is why we were given this keep.
And you don't know who...
I would like to, at this time, slam my staff on the ground and try to look really intimidating and be like, "And who gave you the coin?" And I'm
Intimidate.
rolling
Competence.
intimidation.
You may have some competence.
Ridge, while this is going on, do you mind giving me that piece of paper? I'll read it. And I'll just step outside. This is really weird.
Oh, here, yes, it's just a piece of paper with a Mashu symbol on it. Take it. I'll tell you about my vision later.
Sounds good.
So that was
And you can draw for me.
25.
course.
25.
With inspire competence?
Yep. Well, with your inspired competence, he kind of gets taken aback a bit, and his voice drops a little bit. We were hired by the consortium.
Who
Do
are
I
the
know what the
consortium?
consortium is?
Give me a society check.
Oh god. I'm not good at those.
I mean,
23.
Just wait until level 5, then I get to be good at checks.
Didn't Ridge already tell us about the consortium?
If I did, I don't remember.
Eliza.
Eliza, no idea.
The consortium was mentioned a little bit earlier. Apparently, they're a group of individuals or some sort of company out of Absalom that's trying to mosey into the territory to steal lumber and, well, steal the business of the lumber from the locals. Ridge. This is the second time someone has mentioned the consortium. And it does strike you as odd, because there's the only real organization that you know of that really comes to mind outside of this lumber consortium they keep talking about is the AEST consortium, which is a somewhat organized crime syndicate that deals in smuggling magic items.
Oh, delightful. We're dealing with the mob.
The magic mob.
The magic mob. Time to call House Blackros.
Do not get that reference. But do you have any further questions for Morgrim?
Are you seriously trying to become a lich?
Yes, of course I was. I
The
have even
cadence is
been
gone.
I was mostly successful too.
You were not.
I
Just
was-
to check,
Yeah.
I would like to cast Disrupt Undead on him.
Well, although it doesn't work to do any actual damage on him, you do see something glowing beneath his chest, or on his chest, I should say, beneath his robe.
Yeah, I will rip off his shirt.
Off with this shirt. Yeah, strip him down.
Outside the room, hearing the ripping of the shirt. Really, Ridge, I don't think this is the best time for that. Especially with him.
What are you talking about?
I'm literally just outside the door, I hear a ripping shirt. What am I to think?
No, I know. Ridge is being like, what are you going on?
Eliza,
Is that not what's that peeks in? Oh.
beneath his shirt
Yeah,
appears to be an arrangement of arcane symbols. Definitely necromancy in nature. He seems to have performed some sort of arcane ritual on himself to do with the undead. I will need a
Yeah, so are they
arcane
just, like-
check.
I will. I am proficient, I think.
Tiberius, contrary to popular belief, I do not sleep with just anyone. I have standards that are much higher than this filth of a dwarf.
Oh, look at that.
Uh,
I'm rolling so well on my knowledge checks, except society.
Well, so he has in fact carved a summoning spell for the undead upon his body. His intent was obviously to turn himself into a form of undead. In his case, probably a lich. However, there is various mistakes within the rituals. It's entirely possible the fact that he did it himself, probably using a mirror or something. So, in the classic case of tattooing yourself and not being particularly good at it, there are problems with it. It is entirely possible that upon his death, he would have been raised as a lesser undead. Definitely not a lich.
Was this supposed to be a 2-stage boss battle?
Yeah. It was supposed to be a surprise thing if you
So-
killed him.
Days for
So,
the win!
Just, So, are these tattoos? Sorry, I was trying to figure out what words I wanted to say.
Not tattoos, scarred. So he's literally cut into his own flesh.
Would I be able to use heal to remove them?
Or you'd have to use it in combination with a medicine check, because you'd be removing scar tissue.
Yeah, I'd love to ask who's got medicine? Does Tiberius have medicine?
Yeah.
Sniper does, but I don't know if I'm back yet.
I will actually
I
drag
would
you
like
out
to
of the
call
room.
for one of them. I would call for one of them to come help me.
Well, Tiberius is closer, but before we get to that, Tiberius, you're examining the note.
Yes, I was.
Give me a society check.
Of course. 28.
Gotta check to see whether that's a critical at your level. I think it's close. That is. Alright. So, extra information that you can glean from the note. The symbol itself was well drawn. The handwriting itself is also very nice. There's a slight shake to the lettering, which would indicate that they're not particularly used to writing. But as for the letters themselves, the person who wrote this was pretty well educated. And obviously a follower of Lamashtu, because the symbol on the bottom was hand-drawn. It wasn't a stamp, it wasn't a seal. Do you have any other questions about the note?
What does it say again?
It says... The general gist of it is you should keep your nose out of business that doesn't belong to you. This is stepping into business that you would be smart to avoid.
This is letter adjacent. What is Lamashtu's views on undead?
She doesn't have an outright hatred of undead, but they're definitely not her style. Particularly in the context of Ergothoa and Lamashtu, they would be at opposing sides on this. Like, this would not be a collaborative effort on their parts.
No. I'm forming a thought process right now.
Yep.
Okay. So with that owlbear that we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Did Eliza manage to make out that it was the owlbear attacked a part of the lumber camp?
Yep.
Okay. I think I have the idea what all this letter's about. Cool. So, would I be able to discern if this letter is pertaining to the lumber camp? If there's some wording there that kind of heavily hints towards that?
Don't really know. It's pretty brief, and it's very much threatening against whoever was the bearer of the letter. So in this case, from what Ridge was saying, it was pinned to the door of the keep here. So It was probably left as a threat to the dwarves who were working out of the keep.
Yeah, I already got that. My thought process is the followers of Lamashtu and these dwarves are both want to deal with the camp certain different ways. The follower of Lamashtu sent the owlbear because, all monstrous, and it's kind of like a dire owlbear, which is directly up Lamashtu's alley.
Yep.
So this is a note from the followers saying, hey, the lumber camp's ours, fuck off.
That is what it seems like, yeah.
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 Especially if the consortium...
hired by the consortium, sort of competingly.
It could, if it's like this, so the dwarves were hired by the consortium, the Lamashtu people could be against the consortium and just...
I would
bet...
bet...
Disrupting the lumber camp benefits the consortium.
Right, but
it
doesn't mean it doesn't benefit somebody else. If they
I guess.
I feel like the followers of Lamashtu are more concerned about the land that it's on and how the lumbering's going. Because Lamashtu, while monsters, there is a bit of nature kind of there.
You're not wrong.
Where monsters live.
Kind of.
Where monsters live, right?
Yeah.
Nature by way of the abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a certain natural element too. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is the land that the lumber and consortium are kind of going through, because, felling trees and all that, is disrupting the habitats of the monsters.
And the consortium wants to take over the Enterprise for itself.
And that
Which
could
is why
just
they're
be
trying to
purely
disrupt it.
financial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the consortium is purely financial. And they just hired these guys because it's cheap help.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually like a religious war between Urgathoa and Lamashtu going on, but I do think the fact that they hired Urgathoans was nicely convenient for them.
Well, I will suggest before going to break, this is the second instance of a ritual for Urgathoa that you've encountered in, the last week or so?
Yeah, because we finished the last one, had a week off. Not much.
Oh,
Maybe we
last
can
2 weeks, actually. Yeah, no, Eliza, you're correct. But this is the second instance of this to kind of crop up. Whereas our friend Morgrim here seems to have just been a straight-up arcane necromancer. But
at that point, I'll getting all the information I can. I'll head on in.
I'll get that medicine check from you, Tiberius.
Yeah, let's go with one of my worst skills.
Oh yeah, you're trained in it.
I'm trained in it. Yeah, that's.
You're trained in it.
And you got help.
I will guidance you as well.
That was what I was about to ask for.
God. It's a +2.
Yeah.
A +2 brings it from a 6 to an 8. That's huge. Doesn't matter.
That is less huge.
Roll like that.
Because I think my DC was. I don't know what the exact DC is because I'm not really treating wounds.
You're not really treating wounds. Eliza is trying to heal the scars while you're trying to remove the scar tissue as well.
Could I make a religion check to try to compensate?
You can indeed.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, couldn't this just be resource management here? Like, I just cut off way too much?
If you had failed, but if you had gotten the 5 on it, then yeah, you would have done some damage to Morgrim.
Okay.
Religion. Although you are successful in taking chunks of the scars off of his chest and kind of messing a lot of it up, it's not really a clean job, really. This is less of Nephus's healing side and very much more of his destruction side.
Well, I was trying to destroy the ritual.
Yeah.
So.
And you are successful in that, leaving behind a crisscross mash of different scars and burns. For his part, this was not a painful experience, but he does seem somewhat upset that you messed up with his work.
Well, if I untie you, will you try to fight us?
He kind of narrows his eyes. He goes, no?
I would like to perceive that.
I suggest that we take him back to,
We could imprison him, actually.
That's
That'd
what I
be a
was
good
thinking.
idea.
Take him to the
Otari.
lumber camp
Yeah.
or Otari.
I was thinking Otari. The lumber camp doesn't have the resources to deal with prisoners.
You get the feeling, Eliza, that if you were to free him, he would be casting spells very quickly.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna free him,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep him tied up. And I'm
I
just gonna
suggest
sort
we
of
gag
like
him as
throw
well.
him over my shoulder.
Put something in his mouth.
Yes,
Gag.
put something, gag him. As a caster,
Yeah, and I'm gonna gag him.
myself. There are a few spells that don't require the hands.
I'm gonna gag him.
What, like gaze?
And blindfold him.
I mean, Daze requires.
Somatic. What was it? Message.
It's Daze is both somatic and verbal. A message has to be verbal, I'd say, because I think you whisper.
And shield is...
Shield is verbal.
Shield. Shield is the big one. Shield is verbal only. Yeah, Daze is somatic. Yeah. Oh, I don't have message prepared, so it might be message might be verbal only. I'm not sure. I thought I had it prepared.
With Mogren tied up and the mystery of this keep mostly handled, we're gonna go for a short 10-minute break. I need to refill my bottle and kind of rinse out my sludge cup. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes where we'll be continuing our adventures in Otari, where hopefully our heroes will be heading back to the lumber camp and seeing what's going on there. But until then, see you soon. And we're back with Agents of Edgewatch, fuck. Trouble Menacing Otari.
Good
Level
news!
50,
We're level
19. Let's go.
Wow.
Huzzah!
Why is everyone so hungry for level 19?
I'm more
not?
hungry for level
I've never
4.
gotten that far.
level.
Yeah, I've never gotten that far either.
Don't tempt me.
Bring us to 19.
Hell, I don't
Yes,
know
a
if I've ever
22.
We're
gotten
ready
to
for the
4.
120.
I think I've always started higher if I've been past level 4, but I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever naturally progressed to level 4.
Agents of Edgewatch has been almost 2 years to get to level 20.
Wow.
Wow,
well,
you don't want
but I
us to
mean,
keep
that's
us around
kind
for
of-
2 years?
I'm
You
not
know,
sure
I mean,
what my
that's
next
just
6
level
months are gonna look
On
Well,
like.
average, taken out a year and a half.
What do you mean you don't know what the next 6 months look like? We're the most paid content creators in the entire Pathfinder. How do you not know what 6 months look like? It's just rolling around in our mixed Scrooge pools and, swimming in gold coins.
Yeah, because nothing says making millions of dollars like tabletop role-playing games.
Oh yeah, we're just straight flowing in it.
Who needs the Hasbro power?
Right? Who needs it? But when last we left our heroes, we had just finished questioning Morgrim and had ascertained that there seems to be some sort of territory fight going on. And the locus of this, or the focus, I should say, seems to be the local lumber camp for the Inkelholtz company. So, opening up though, hey Sniper!
Hey,
Why are you dead?
What's going on?
Oh, you're not dead, you're just on the gargoyle.
No, they killed me.
Oh no.
You were.
I have to roll up a new character.
Rest in peace.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they start at level 1, though.
Damn it.
unfortunately.
I do have Culpamites. I could send a swarm of Culpamites against you.
Please no.
They're fine. But you were doing a survival check for me.
I was, yes. Here we go. Alright,
That's not
17.
bad. Well, a couple of things to note. There has been a little bit of foot passage in and out of the tower, particularly at the portcullis. Once they hit the cobble, you kind of just lose it. But there are a set of footprints that are older than the others, but somewhat distinct. There's a slight limp to their step, but it does kind of stand out to you a fair bit.
And I start following that trail, seeing like where it's generally leading.
You're kind of familiar with the trail because you followed parts of it back from the lumber camp. But 3 sets of
Gotcha.
footprints. This one in particular that was going back and forth from the lumber camp is, well, is older than the others.
Alright, I will take that knowledge and I will go back to the party.
Who will seem to be hanging out with Morgrim?
Alright, what did I miss?
Nothing. What did you find?
Well, where Margaret Thatcher ended up going.
Uh,
The answer's hell, but in this game it's somewhere else.
I mean, it's still hell.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
That campsite, it's literally the gate to one of the layers in the abyss.
One of the 9
The
hells.
abyss is not hell.
Yeah, James.
Sorry. Oh my god, you know what? Let me vibe in my weird world, okay?
No.
God,
Why
you
would
guys
we
are
do
so
that?
mean to me. All I do is anyway. So yeah, what did nothing missed?
I believe we have to draw the Lamashtu person, right, Rich?
Yes. I'll start describing that whenever we're ready.
Wait, we're calling on Lamashtu? Are
No.
we sure that's
No.
safe?
Drawing.
Draw.
And
Oh.
while they're doing that, I would like to be scrubbing the floor of
Yep.
this circle.
Mhm.
Oh, wait! Before you do that, I wanna draw the book so I can study it later.
Okay.
What's the dwarf doing here? I thought we knocked him out.
We did.
Why are
It's just
they
tied
still
up now.
awake?
And gagged.
What's
Because
with the?
we're taking him
It's okay.
prisoner.
Tiberius can
Hold
knock
on.
him back out if we need to.
No. What's going on with the little inscriptions on him?
Well, he was trying to turn himself into a lich. I
Unfortunately.
do believe I
How-
put that.
Be level 12 to do that, so
Yeah. He's
How
not high enough
far
level for it.
along? Yeah, how far along in the process? Does he have a soul cage yet?
Oh god, no.
I'm surprised you know what that is, Sniper.
That I don't know things about the undead or how they work. I
Specifically,
thought I'd be living proof of that.
many don't know really much about soul cages and such. They just think liches are, spooky undead
Well,
things.
I know a few things. Mostly that being a lich is probably one of the most evil acts you have to do, and also to maintain it. So my real question is, why does he deserve to live?
because we might need
Alright.
it for information. And because
Alright,
killing is so messy.
Not if we just leave him here.
We're thinking of imprisoning him in Otari.
Alright, I'm gonna go with whatever you guys say here, but just know I will put a bullet in the back of his head if he tries any shit without
Is-
asking for permission.
His eyes go wide at that, but it seems like now with the scars upon his chest now mostly removed or damaged beyond use, he's a little bit more nervous for his continued existence.
Oh, you worried there, little one? Good.
He is very stocky for a wizard, though. But what's the plan?
That's just dwarves.
So, I got a very shoddy sketch of the ritual,
Yeah.
and then nod at Eliza so she can erase it, and then switch over to Ridge's explanation.
Who will describe in great detail both the kobold and the hunched over figure with the scaly-ish hand.
Okay.
That wrote the note.
Oh my god, these are his worst works ever!
I mean, you're not doing too bad. The ritual circle seems to have been mostly erased with time, and Morgrim was just using the candles to, just light the place. Inspire confidence. As for the-
13 on that one.
I gave you a hero point.
You are. Thank you.
Draw better.
Cat.
Wow.
That is 20.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Dear lord! 2, 3, and 1.
You do your best with the description that Bridge gives you, but as is such as the way with divinations, his description is brief and vague. You can do a lot of detail upon the actual hand itself, as it kind of stood out the most because the focus was on the note. But otherwise, an actual proper description, you have a hunched over figure in a cloak with a gnarled, scaled, and flesh hand.
It's probably along the lines of like police sketch kind of deal where it's hella vague, but you know, you can kind of go like, oh, it kind of looks like him. Yeah.
Yes, and Ridge is
Kind of looks like a
extremely
generic man.
Ridge is extremely particular about, like, he's the annoying type who's like, no, it's like this and then like that.
Squish the nose.
And then I
in a little-
imagine, so you say the hand has the most detail, but knowing Ridge, I imagine that the cloak has the most detail.
Yeah, look, the cloak was not pretty. I didn't go into too much detail with it, but it very much had the cloth top vibe going on.
No, imagine I got every tatter down to the right nuance.
But yes. So, taking it back to Otari.
Yeah.
All right. So, you may leave the keep at your readiness.
We do still have the deed, right? Oh,
You do.
Oh, well,
there's a little guy. A little fella. Has anyone learned Necrol since we last talked to one?
seeing as that, you know,
No.
you'll get higher intelligence and such. No.
It's taking the multilingual feat. I don't know.
Here's a closer look for people.
Oh, hey, it's my friend.
Because you haven't left
Yeah.
the keep yet.
I got this one. Alright, I'm gonna walk up to it.
Yep.
Hello. Again. How are you doing?
It bows its head slightly before regarding you with one side of its head, in the typical way that birds do.
Mm-hmm. I'm still wearing the ring that I last had on, like when I was here, right? Okay.
But yeah, it just kind of looks you over. Then it kind of surveys the scene and gives a slight shake of its head. Disapprovingly.
I tilt my head to the side out of like curiosity, like a dog turns its head when you make a squeaky toy noise when it's not in the room. Very confused look. What do you mean, friend?
With that, it flies into the keep.
Oh,
Follow.
I will also follow.
Did I miss something?
It just kind of lays there and looks over the entire scene. Particularly its gaze rests upon the bodies on the war table. And
Oh, Eliza just remembers that she's a cleric and needs to do death rites.
in particular, now that they've been pointed out to you, the bodies remain, but the skeletons have been removed.
That is very gross.
That is disgusting.
I imagine the said skeleton remains, bones, are all over this room because they both died middle of telekinetic projectile assault. So the bones got picked up and added to the mix.
Is there a way that we can collect these bones and give them a proper send off so they can go to the graveyard to be judged properly? And, also can't be resurrected into undead.
Yeah, Eliza starts picking up all the bones and putting them with the bodies. And then after she's sort of collected everything, she's gonna, say a few words about the balance of life and death. And then she's gonna set them on fire.
Yep.
That's a good way to
Rich
take care of them.
will
She
help.
just sort of takes her staff and then just like says the word to stoke the flames on it,
Yeah.
and it sort of sets it all alight.
Well,
Rich helps with talking and singing.
as for the people in question, as you're doing the burial rites and you're kind of cleaning them up and preparing them, these look like people of the land, locals. It's impossible to properly identify them, but you definitely get the feeling that these were probably locals that were either captured or kidnapped. But as you set them to the flame and their pyres smoke, you get the feeling that they are finally able to move on properly to the boneyard. Although their last moments might have been suffering, now they are without pain. As
Is this
for
what you wanted, friend?
it nods.
Should I go seek vengeance for the ones who have fallen?
With that, it kind of cocks its head.
I'm gonna pull out the Jezzail, start walking into the other room.
What are... Sniper, I hope you realize that Phrasma isn't particularly keen on vengeance.
At all.
Don't
It's
serve
not like a
Phrasma.
thing.
You also remember that Nosoi's their main purpose is to bear witness. To take note of events as they have happened. They don't give
Gotcha.
orders. So, no. Your little Nosoi friend was probably not telling you to gain vengeance. Also, Morgan
Never
was a
mind
wizard. He had no
And?
association with Ografoa.
No, but he was a part of whatever mess this was. Still, innocents
also-
got hurt. That was the point.
Feel like a different harbinger would be around if vengeance was the goal. Maybe like some wasps or something.
Yeah, wasps. Saren Ray as well. She's not.
Yeah.
She is not down with the undead at all.
Might get like really sunny all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Might be like a flaming dove.
Just burns the cinders and lands at his feet.
But with that and the burial rites completed, the Nosoi makes its way to one of the windows before flying away.
Normally gives a gift. Oh, that sucks.
How many rings do you think the poor thing has?
I thought it was gonna give you something else that was cool, but you know what? Like, I guess.
What, you
I
mean
don't
like
ask
level
for-
4?
Yeah. The ring of
Wow.
level uppery.
Level uppery? A rare candy
Oh
ring?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's an artifact.
Alright, shall we go back to Otari then?
Yes. Let us be on our way.
For the first person to say Tingle. Okay. I've not had a chance to think about the whole curse system that you suggested, Sean. But the first person to say Tingle will get a hero point. But it has to be
Tingle.
natural. It has to be natural as a part of conversation.
It just says, for the first person to say tingle, and I said tingle, so it's mine.
Well, I gotta go for a tingle.
See, that's
not-
better!
My sniper senses are tingling.
Why are you being like this? this computer. There we go.
Alright. So, heading back?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the path this time. Is there anything new on the path?
Give me a perception
6
check.
kobolds.
6 tingling kobolds.
God.
Nice try, nerd.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
are my perception checks senses all a tingle?
Oh, I see the perception.
Oh.
You see the perception?
Oh, I see the perception.
I see the perception too.
I see
Sniper,
the
we have a friend.
perception.
Oh.
Are they tingling? We have to know.
Do owlbears tingle?
Well, this one is less about tingling and more about being aflame, with spines running down its back and its eyes blazing with some sort of internal flame. It looks to
Oh,
all of
same,
you.
buddy.
It looks to all of you before letting out an almighty screech.
You know, it's actually really funny about owlbears is the fact that when they screech, their vocal cords tingle.
No.
Nice try.
Initiative?
Well, Liza, you've already rolled your initiative.
Oh, have I? Oh, good. We get to use my good perception check. Thank God.
Well, I guess my perception also right there can be.
Yep.
I guess that
I will let you use that stealth, but I'm gonna put you a little bit further behind, Sniper.
Okay. The Game Master senses are tingling.
Oh god.
No.
definitely the recall knowledge fund.
Ooh. Considering this was an ambush, I'm gonna ask for perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
It was an ambush and he got stealth, so I was hoping. Okay. Yeah, stealth, perception. Okay.
Sniper's always sneaking.
That's true.
I'm always learning.
Yes, but your stealth senses were tingling the same way mine were, so you don't get it.
Oh, whoops, that's not what I was looking for. So, okay,
This guy's not very stealthy though, so.
there you go. That's a 12. Much worse than the 27.
You sound so disappointed.
I mean,
Who's the most
27 was
objectively
so
nerdy
nice.
person at the table? Hold on, this is now a debate.
We get to go first?
Yeah,
Oh my
Liza, you get to go
goodness.
first.
Holy crap.
I'm so happy. I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement. Make a fortitude saving throw. I think.
Alright. It is a fortune saving throw.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you do a
I
spell
have
attack
to
first.
make a spell attack first. Wow, that is... I have to make a spell attack and a saving throw? That seems kind of...
Yeah, that's annoying.
I'm gonna hero point that. Because I have no faith that that'll hit. And I really want it to be weakened, so...
That will hit.
Awesome. Fort.
Its body senses start
And now it
tingling
does
with
a-
enfeeblement.
Ugh.
I'm going for it.
Normal success.
So he is enfeebled 1. Which is
That
actually
was
good.
Terrifying.
Not encumbered, jeez. Enfeebled. But yes, Eliza, you have an action left. Oh, no, have I dropped out? Wait a second. It's been doing really well recently, and just in like the last the last day or two, it's just been hiccuping. which has been really fun. But this is why I'm recording in advance as well. But Owlbears and Pathfinder 2 are actually pretty cool. They have a bunch of little abilities that they have at their disposal. That since I'm back, my players will be able to actually interact with. I think I'm back.
Are you back though?
I
don't think so.
I don't think you're back.
Yeah. I didn't get a hero point, so you're definitely not back. You gotta try again.
Oh dear God.
We all get hero points because we've all been tingling.
Sean, I blame you for this.
No, but I was tingling more. The chat is tingling.
Oh God.
For the most, the objectively nerdy person at the table.
That's a hard debate. I own a publishing company.
Now here's the thing. How
Fighter.
much have you yelled at me for being a nerd?
That's very true.
No. There's a difference. There is a difference. It wasn't objectively nerdy in character.
Oh,
They
God.
said objectively nerdy person.
I
You are extremely
just
nerdy
playing
with
myself.
Pathfinder terms.
Eliza.
I'm double majoring, so
Well,
Yeah.
that's
No,
cool.
that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right,
With yeah,
Ridge.
All right. Oh, I should see how far away. Ruler. Ooh, that's a long way away. Okay.
It won't be staying that way if it helps.
Oh no, I figured, but I'm not. That depends on what I do now. So, first thing I will cast Inspire Courage, and as Ridge sings the note, a tingling surge of inspiration fills the party. And then what shall I do? Liz is barely injured, so I think I'm just gonna shoot the bow.
damage is damage.
Oh, I gotta add courage to myself. Haha.
Oh no!
That will hit.
It's the
I'm looking at the stream right now. It's not working.
It's okay. This is why I'm recording
just-
it.
There's too many tingles.
Oh God.
7
we're
damage.
all a tingle.
Yes. Ridge cast Inspiring Courage, and it sent a tingling surge of inspiration for you all. So, I have
'Cause
one
I'm
more
still-
action.
I'm still talking to all of you, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on then.
Turn end.
And yes, Pathfinder 2 is all about those conditions. Sniper!
Hi. Is my gun out?
Yes.
If not, okay, cool. I'm gonna make a shot using one shot, one tingle.
No.
But one shot, one kill, hopefully.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Do I have a hero point?
You do not have a hero point.
I've said tinkle like 50 times. I feel like I should get the hero point here, Matt. I was the one who said it first. So, by conditions of the rules, I feel like I should have a hero point.
You have been shoehorning it into every second sentence.
Yeah, you're disqualified.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, that is actually a good point from Sean. Are you gonna say that?
Tingle, tingle, cool, cool.
No, say it properly.
If I
Come
can
on.
pronounce it.
Tingle, tingle, kululimpa.
And there
I'm
we go.
fucking
Rich gets the hero
dyslexic.
point.
Yes.
Fuck, this is ableism in its purest form.
So, Sniper, unfortunately you miss.
Bullshit.
You have 2 actions
due to
remaining.
due
Ridge
to
snipes
oppressive
the hero
systems
point.
of people who can read.
Ridge snipes the hero point from Sniper.
The tingling sensation fades as I use cover reload.
Okay. Is that you done?
Again, and I'm gonna... Nope, one more shot.
Alright.
Nope.
Alright.
My bad luck has come back because I didn't get even the objectively nerdy person at the table.
I haven't awarded that one yet.
I know you haven't.
The
That was my
owlbear!
point.
The owlbear is going to do its screeching advance.
Oh. What are the effects of blood-curdling screech?
Nasty stuff.
80 feet, dear lord.
I will actually pull up blood curling screech for
I
everyone as well.
counter performance.
Yep. Do your performance check first, because it might, if you get over the 20, it won't matter for anyone.
Oof.
Do you want to use that hero point?
Yeah.
I guess Micah is the nerdiest person at the table. I've let everyone
no.
down.
No, I didn't
No,
want
I'm kidding.
It switched my... I didn't know that's what that button would do.
That's okay.
I was at 24. I was one below Eliza.
Okay.
Yeah.
23.
Okay, so hero point the... So that's a 24 on performance. So you can
Yep.
use my performance check or your will save.
So I get to roll my will save first before making the decision?
You can.
Use the better
Okay.
result.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter which one I take.
I will take Ridges because it's one better.
Sniper? Ridge, you'll use your performance check, so I'm not worried.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I forgot. My dyslexia was kicking in again. Alright, we'll save. Versus fear. And then, I thought emotionalist would come in on this because is this an emotion-based effect?
The Screech is not. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because it would be fear. It's a mental-based effect, so
Yeah.
that would be a 27.
Yep. Well, everyone's good.
Well, you all can just fucking roll good enough that you don't need my counter performance then. Fine.
Actually, mine was 24 because of Inspired Courage. Didn't click the actual...
Oh, yeah. Inspire Courage gives you, say, a +1 against fear.
Does.
Yeah, so
Yep.
we... yeah, there we go.
So Eliza also got a 24. Wow. Or a 25.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys...
No, I have Inspire Courage on. And it
See, if
counted.
I try to help
I did, but
you
I
all...
didn't click the will save. I just went to my own thing and clicked will save
Oh.
on my own sheet rather than from the spell.
See if I
In fact,
help
How
you
am
all.
I doing,
Then.
Owl Bear?
Well, he doesn't have enough actions to give you a hug, but he is going to attack with his talons.
I'm so excited I got to finally use that for something and didn't need to.
Wow, really, Owlbear? Really? First time I've
Ridge
used
is-
an owlbear in years, and he... Oh,
Ridge's counter performance was just that good.
kind of threw it off its game. Tiberius!
alrighty, I am here now.
You're fighting the iconic owlbear!
Recall knowledge.
See, I
Hey,
saw the
Matt.
roll then. Yep.
Do you also know what's iconic? My nerd senses, okay? Let me tell you about all of the cool nerd items I own. I just got a new Mace Windu lightsaber replica yesterday. It's now above me. We do not have cameras, so I cannot show you. But I do have photographic and video proof of me using it.
Tiberius,
I have
what do you want to know?
over 150 Funko Pops.
Oh, I have roughly about the same.
Oh, so what? You're trying to brag because you have more money than me? This is classist. I would like to point that out.
Hey, well, good. My class wins. Goodbye.
The Lore Master, buddy. So I don't know if that's a success or a critical success.
Hey Sean, does this mean I get the hero point?
No.
This is the Pathfinder core rulebook signed by Jason Bowman at the last
Oh, you
Gen
wanna go
Con
there?
happened in Australia.
Oh my, guys.
Want to go there?
No
Hold up.
need.
Fine. I even have Wayne Reynolds on mine. Hold up.
Why?
Because
Why?
you got that in
Because
America. How many times has
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Bowman come to Australia?
Get good, nerd. Move over here.
This is what
You
you're
wouldn't have
doing,
this
John.
issue.
Live in the
John, why
superior
have you done
country.
this to us? Why?
Sign away your healthcare for that signature.
Tiberius, what are you doing? What
I-
question did you ask? Sorry. We were
I
distracted.
didn't ask any, because I was asking if it was a success or a critical success.
Not a critical success.
I didn't think so, but I had to make sure. Alrighty. So
Albers are pretty chunky in regards to level.
Yeah. No.
And
Oh, no,
Juliet, our dear Eliza, might get gnawed on.
Weaknesses.
Weaknesses. It has none. Its weakest save is reflex, though.
Interesting. I would have thought will.
Will is its second weakest.
Yeah, well, it makes sense for it's the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have thought will over reflex. but
I
hey,
think it's because it's a magical beast,
probably.
and they tend to have better will saves.
Yeah, probably.
So, strangely enough, owlbears aren't considered to be magical beasts in Pathfinder 2. They're just straight up animals.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess they've been around long enough that they're no longer some weird magical abomination. That they've interbred and such, and now they're just natural.
They're
Them
just
and the
regular
platypus
boys.
bears.
Yeah.
Speak out, let's have a better look at the pretty boy.
Oh,
I want one.
Everyone does.
big boy.
I
But,
wish it was an official animal companion.
Tiberius,
Out of curiosity, is ours
I
looking
mean-
normal, or is this fiendish?
this one is a
He has-
fiendish looking one.
The fire inside. Which Ridge is like,
Oh,
yeah, me too,
I
but
messed up my question. Oh, it's fine.
Alright. 2 actions
Yeah,
left.
I meant to ask if it was natural or summoned. Whoops, that's on me.
Oh, it's natural. It's just
Oh,
been
okay.
someone has screwed with it.
Oh, I think I actually asked that before.
Yes, which is why I'm just reminding you of it.
Okay. Yeah. Do I wanna slow it down? How long does that slow last for? Oh, 1 round. Okay.
I mean, one less action is one less action.
It's not the slow effect. It's a speed penalty.
Oh,
Um,
I think he's fine regarding his speed.
Yeah, I think he's fine too.
Almost like I know what he's gonna do next.
Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. So he's gonna stay there. So I draw power from my staff using my last bonded dream bonded item action. This is once per day, but I can use it once per spell level per day
Yep.
to regain my casting of animated assault
Yep.
to cast it again because reflex is its worst save, and I'm making it so essentially, it's not going to hit Eliza, but all of these trees are going to be wailing on it.
Oh, poor Albert. Wow. Alright, roll your damage.
Yeah, there we go. 6 damage.
I mean, that's sustained as well. So it'll be taking damage every round, so...
Yeah.
I mean, unless it kills me and then advances up to Ridge and Tiberius.
It's fine!
Okay, Nerdy...
It uses the tumble through action.
Hold on. This is a very long script that I have to run through, but I do have the nerdiest. I would like to think it's pretty obscure.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
I need the hero point, dude.
You don't!
No, I'm kidding. I don't. I really don't. I'm just mostly doing it for the troll.
Alright. Does anyone have a quick nerdy fact that they know off the top of their head?
Pterodactyl means winged finger because the membranes, they're between their little fingers, and so that's how they fly, with little membrane fingers. They're also not dinosaurs. They're pterodons, which is a separate class of reptile.
I mean, I think Julia gets that one. Because that was just straight off the top of the noodle.
I agree.
Yeah. Eliza, you get a hero point.
Amazing.
You might need
I'm gonna
it.
quit this game.
Speaking of, Eliza, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Is
I'm not an on command
Alright.
random fact kind of guy. I just toss them out.
I will, I've got my staff out, so I am going to, go ahead and I'm going to stoke flames as my first action. And then I'm going to make an attack. Dirty 20.
That will miss.
I forgot you have it so your dice go bing whenever it lands on a multiple of 5.
Except for 20. It doesn't do it on 20. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay. Well, that will hit.
Yeah. Awesome. So then, damage.
13 damage.
And then, assurance trip.
Assurance trip.
17.
Well, his reflex DC is 17.
Yes, it's tripped.
Oh, assurance is useless. You never get any use out of it. It's never going to work against creatures.
No, you just gotta keep trying.
You just got to know the right targets to use it on.
Usually it's most useful against like the goons in a fight.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd try it because I didn't have anything better to do with that action.
That's fair enough. Ridge, your turn.
My turn. All right. Courage. And then I have 2 actions left to do things with. It cannot understand my words, so there's no point doing that or that. Yeah, I guess I will just shoot it.
Shoot it? Go for it.
Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
All right.
Beneath their feathers, they are thick of hide.
I will try again. 19.
Unfortunately, due to the attack penalty, that will not hit.
Damn. All right, I'm done.
Sniper!
Well, shit. I reloaded last turn, so that means I can fire again. Nope, I shot my last turn. Reload. Shoot. Hiya. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Unfortunately, no.
See, this is why I said I needed the hero point. Okay, then I would like.
Fine.
It's
It's okay. You'll miss.
I would
You'll
like
miss one more
to-
time, and then you'll get a critical and kill it with one shot.
You say that now. Yeah, then I would like to reload in my turn.
All right. The owlbear. Well, the owlbear is kind of upset with you, Eliza.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So it's gonna try to do its talon.
It's gonna miss. That will hit, actually.
That will hit.
Yeah,
Yay!
Yeah, like that's on point.
barely. Great. So I will take damage from that.
For its second action, it's going to grab you automatically.
Oh my goodness. Automatic grabs.
Like
Well-
every other monster we fought has had that. Not gonna lie.
The ones that get into melee with you, and yes, it's pretty common, I just don't get to use it too often. And for its third action, it gets to use its special ability.
Is it gonna hug? Oh.
No, it's gonna gnaw. So,
I mean, it's got a lot of penalties on this attack, so.
If the strike hits, the target must attempt a will save.
the will save is a
I
bit
feel like-
weird to me, but
I feel like there's something missing there.
We don't
that's
get
a miss.
information unless Matt gives us it.
yeah, there is some missing information in there. Or stuff for the GM and
It's a
for the
miss.
stream. But yes, that 50 will be a miss. Despite it having you grabbed in its talons, it tries to disembowel you with its beak, but is unable to gain purchase. But that's it
Lances
done.
off the chest plate.
Easy done. Tiberius!
Sustain. Yeah, I'll pull it up. I wish there was an easy way of pulling it up instead of me just recasting it each time.
I'm not entirely sure. Success! Half
Which means
damage.
Half damage.
He's okay with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So he's currently.
He's about to have a nice meal.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that he would stand
Let's
up,
go with days.
but
Oh no,
So-
he likes to have you bear down.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
Yep.
And
Did you
then-
seriously just say bear down
Yeah, it's an owlbear.
about an owlbear?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, you didn't...
Just making. No, just making sure I caught the pun. That's all.
Let's see. Let's
As long as
Does
you
he
don't think poorly of them.
does he critical fail?
Or let me roll that will save. He does not.
It was so close to that too. So close to that too.
Always
Although
half.
that wouldn't have been a critical fail anyways. He just rolled 1. Wow.
Alright, is that you done, Tiberius?
Yeah, it's 3 actions.
Eliza! You are currently grabbed. You can either do an athletics check, a acrobatics check, or a unarmed strike to escape. Or you can just beat him up.
we're gonna do an athletics check to escape.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and roll that.
Cool. Against his athletics DC. That will not be successful, unfortunately.
Does that count as a strike?
It does.
Ugh.
The escaping has the attack trait? That's yikes.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it has the attack trait, but it does count against your multiple attack.
Why does
Ah.
escaping count?
Because you have to strike it to like get out. It's
Well,
still
let's hope
punch
it
or
doesn't have
shove.
an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna cast a 2-action heal on myself.
It does not. I do need you to roll a flat DC 5 check, though.
Ah, well.
Just slash R space D20. Or
Yeah.
use the dice tray thing down the bottom. And you're good.
Yep, that passes. And so spells, healing. Or wait, actually, I have to manually roll because I have healing buffs.
Because you do the D10 instead, the other stuff.
Yep. Not bad, not bad. Or no, plus 16. So plus 8 to that. So 14 plus 8. That is 22.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Clerics do heal the goodly.
And then I'll just be at max after that. So that is my turn.
Alright. Ridge!
Alright. We'll just rinse and repeat, I think. Inspire courage, and then shoot. Ooh.
Oh,
Yo, and it's deadly too.
it is.
11 damage.
Oh, he does not like that. Not like that at all.
And I will do my second shoot. No. But that's okay. I got a good one in.
You did. Alright. With the arrow striking it in the side of its neck, beneath the fur and feathers, a trickle of blood starts to emerge. It lets out another screech. Sniper!
Hi. I would like to do the thingy.
The thingy?
Oh yeah, it's a very powerful thingy. You'd think mathematically it'd be my best thingy. But no. No, logic must defy us today. 31.
So, critical then?
Right, but yes, you're right.
I was just gonna say, looks like the GM is right
man.
again.
You're so like.
Wow!
Only 18.
What did you roll?
No, I wasn't even supposed to roll that 1d6. 2, 2, 6. Oh boy. I forgot to turn off one shot, one kill. I missed that many times.
It's 4 less.
Yep. So
14?
14 points of damage.
The fiendishness on display of this owlbear means that it gets to stay up for longer than I even expected it to.
You'd think mathematically this would literally be the best case scenario right now, but it's not. I would like to throw myself into the fray a little bit by start getting a little closer.
Yep.
20, 25. Okay, I can get to here. Just stand up. Wait, I don't want to be. Ugh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to get about there, so I can
Yep.
still have sight on him.
Easy.
And then my last action. I gotta get this heat off of. Wait, is Liza not injured? Oh, because you healed yourself.
Yourself a lot.
She did heal herself for a lot.
This will benefit me soon, and I'm gonna get to right there.
I need an
I
athletics
mean, it's
check from you.
already flat-footed.
It
I'm
is
sorry,
true.
what?
I need an
It's
athletics check
prone,
from you.
so already flat-footed, but
If you go to slide down the cliffside there.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. I didn't realize it was already flat-footed. My bad. Then I would undo all of this, reload, and shoot again.
Alright.
I thought I was getting clever, and then fire.
Alright. The owlbear.
Oh, fighters have the best proficiency in the game. They're so good. They can do everything.
Oh.
Fighters are so good. That plus
You're not a
2.
fighter.
Yeah, I was about to
You're
say.
not a
I'm a gun.
fighter.
I have the same track as a gun. I have the same track as a fighter. I
No.
should be mathematically as good as the fighter.
No, you're not a fighter.
So, for his first
Yeah,
action,
fighters
he's
would
gonna
actually
stand
hit.
up.
Oh, he's actually gonna stand up now?
Yeah,
Fair.
and he's going to attempt the Nor again.
He thinks you're delicious. Oh no.
Oh,
It's nice
no.
knowing you.
I'm still up after that.
It's a crit. That's just what I'm gonna.
Oh, to hit? I thought that was the damage, I'll be
No.
honest. That is a crit.
Oh,
I'm still up after that.
That's
Not
even
bad.
better to be up.
It's better than 32,
Um,
that's for sure.
I'm going to cast Blood Vendetta.
Alright,
Because I remembered I had it.
I will need a will save from you as well.
Is it a
Great.
sound thing?
No, it's
Damn.
tearing into her. Yeah, that trolls.
Yep. And so I need to make a will save.
Yay!
yay!
22. Success.
How much is the persistent?
Let me roll my damage. So I make
2d6.
Blood Vendetta. How did I roll 1 damage?
It shouldn't be
You
one
gotta
damage.
click the persistent.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go, 8.
All spells apparently have the damage button now, and they're not all working. Like
That does
not
Prestidigitation
say.
has the damage button now.
No.
So, 2d6, 15, bleed effect, added. And because it failed, it also gets the Blood Vendetta effect, so it has weakness to piercing and slashing damage.
Oh, what a coincidence. An arrow happens to be piercing.
And that was one of its actions. So
It
for
has
its second
one
one, it's gonna try to bite you again.
Well, that will succeed. Unfortunately, but
Wow.
fine.
It's still
I'm
fine.
fine. I'm still fine.
I'm
I'm still up.
It is going to screech in your face.
Is that a
This-
I have another focus point.
You can use it, but it's only trying to demoralize. It's not doing the blood.
Oh,
curdling
okay.
screech.
Oh, then never mind.
This is at -10. So 17. How's that go
Demoralize
against your
doesn't
will?
have the attack trait.
Yeah, demoralize isn't an attack.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Also-
I'm demoralized.
Didn't it stand and attack twice?
It did
Yeah,
too.
it did.
That is very correct. Thank you for picking me up on that. You can ignore the demoralize.
Yeah.
I'm here to help us all.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Thanks to
Oh,
the
yeah,
blood
that-
vendetta, the
Oh, yeah,
owlbear.
Procs on the end of its turn. I forgot about that.
Yep. It bleeds out onto the ground.
And here I was hoping to sustain and then daze to bring it down.
It loosens
No.
its grip on you, Eliza, as it succumbs to its
Eliza
bleeding
just-
wounds.
Like pushes it off of her.
It tumbles back, and there's a definite sense of relaxation that kind of comes over it, as if its suffering has finally ended. The spines recede. The angry glare within its eyes also dulls.
Cool. Does it have any loot on it?
Unfortunately, it does not have a treasure set.
Anyways, so
Ah.
I'm gonna treat wounds here on Eliza.
I'm gonna refocus.
That
so-
said, if you want to try to grab some feathers or a trophy or something like that, you can do that.
Rich help.
Yes.
That is just a normal success. So you get 9 points of HP back.
Great. Let's go ahead and heal that. And then I'm also going to lay on hands. So,
I guess I'll take some body parts, some feathers.
Crafting, survival, or nature.
Probably crafting. I'm trying to figure out what I can. Yeah, I don't really have a wet bag or anything like that, so it's
It'll
Some of them
mostly
are-
be feathers.
yeah,
feathers, maybe a claw.
yeah. A claw. If I'm being really spicy, I can get the beak. Rich, do you mind giving me a bit of a hand here as well?
Sure. La.
I
know
love
to
having
follow
background music while I scavenge some pots.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Don't really need spell components, but it's great.
Maybe we can sell them.
Yeah, like unless it's a spell that requires like a cost component, I'm fine.
Well, just off the
Uh,
top of my head,
'Cause I have
Don't
two
have
materials.
Aww. So many people have eschew materials. It's like, what happened to the old guano being smeared across your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was that thought process. As a universalist, I had like a first level spell at feat to grab, and it was between this and counterspell. The counterspell requires you to have the spell prepared.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
I've
was
never
like-
liked counterspell.
Yeah,
I don't like the way that you have to prepare it. I like 5e's version where you have to expend it, like a spell slot.
It
Which I
wouldn't
feel like
be-
it would be more realistic.
Yeah, it would be better as like its own thing, or like if spell slots for prepared casters weren't so limited
Yeah.
in 2E.
Yeah. Like it's slightly better with me having an arcane bun and now the staff, but like still.
Yeah,
The
because
sta- the staff
you
is
have-
just giving me a cantrip right now.
you have to know to have that spell, or you have to like be just happen to have the right spell, and you're not gonna like with 3 spells per level, you're not gonna be usually doing that kind of stuff.
It is something we're
I don't
looking
know if
into
there
for
was
some
somebody
players.
casting heal a lot.
I
I mean,
feel
they
like
kind of fixed this. Flexible prepared caster kind of covers all of the stuff that we're having gripes about.
it does a little bit,
I'm just saying.
but you could make the same argument with the sorcerer.
Yeah. Honestly, I completely agree.
But
I mean, I love the prepared casting system. It has its drawbacks, but it has its
I-
boons.
I like it. I just think in 2E they kind of
They
balanced
brought
it,
down too much.
like it's yeah, exactly. Like because in spontaneous casting you don't have access to as many spells known, but you don't need to like it's less of a chore to figure out what spells you're going to like have available, because you can take your 3 or 4 that you're going to use regularly, and then the 1 or 2 that are like those niche spells that are like useful when you need them. They're like super useful, but with
sorry, everyone, Discord's having a moment.
well, that's the
Wait.
thing, is why have all of those spells at all then?
To be
Like
fair, a lot of them, at least for like my spell list, is a lot of it is like I can prepare something if I know we're doing like a certain thing. There is a use for it.
No, absolutely, but for like general purpose stuff, like I'm playing a witch in another game, and I take the same 3 spells every time, unless, like you said, I absolutely know that I'm going to need this spell going into this situation, and it's just 3 spells is not enough to make that work.
And the main balancing thing that was between spontaneous and prepared was not how many spells they knew, because spontaneous has the benefit of, oh, I can just keep on casting the same spell over and over again. It was when they got the new spell levels.
Yeah.
Because before it was sorcerers get it at first and then their second one at fourth. But now it's 1, 3, 5. So
I think prepared casters in 2E, at least full progression, because I don't know how it works with like Magus or Sorcerer that have the weird progression, but like Wizard, Witch, I feel like they should at least either get 1 more spell per level, or
that would put them on par with the spontaneous.
Or it should be like the Arcanist class in 1st edition, or like 5th edition's system, where you pick the spells that you've prepared, and you cast them in like whatever combination.
Yeah. So
honestly, I fully agree with that. I think that 5e absolutely kills it in that game in terms of spellcasting, because it's not only simple, it kind of just works fundamentally a lot lot better.
It's basically
like
the first
as a new player.
Arcanist.
And you can see that with what I'm doing, is a lot of times I'm using my arcane bond a lot to get
that's the workaround. The Universalist is the ultimate workaround of this system, and then if you add
I'll actually answer Sean's thing. Doesn't Wizard get more slots? They get 1 slot. If you choose a school, they get 1 slot that is dedicated to that school. Or if you're Universalist, you can use your arcane bond once per spell level rather than once per day.
So, with the research we've been doing into proficiencies with prepared casters, because in particular we were looking at the wizard and being like, they seem to be falling behind a lot. Mathematically, when you crunch the numbers, the wizard is actually behind. But the internal balance for Pathfinder 2 in regards to prepared casters like the wizard is they have to have more of a reliance on magic items. So, wands, staves, scrolls, potions, that kind of thing.
I don't think that in and of itself is necessarily a bad thing. Like, I think encouraging people to use items is good, but like, wizards have arcane bond, witches don't.
I think arcane bond makes up
druids,
for it.
I don't think have it.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, go ahead, but I do have a slight rebuttal.
It's like, when, like I said, what is the point of having such a huge spell list when you can't use, or you're not going to use a lot of it? With even anything resembling consistency, you're going to take the same 3 spells every level, almost every time, unless you know for a fact a different spell is going to be useful. There's no reason to not do it that way.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I like to change up my 3rd slot. I usually do some sort of ray, either admonishing or enfeebling, magic missile, and then something else in the 3rd slot that I mix up. And I've had great success.
Yeah, I also just want to point out, because you mentioned the witch compared to the wizard. Wizards get arcane bond, sure, but witches get far more focus spells, which arguably you can cast way more of, comparative to the wizard, which only gets 2 in the entire class, versus the
witches also get
3
focus cantrips as well, which are arguably in a lot of cases stronger than normal cantrips.
Do you kind of
also they get familiar just right off
focus
that.
cantrips?
I'm just saying, like,
Wizards don't need focus cantrips.
If you look at all of the prepared casters,
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
it's great
I'm
that Witch
thinking
can-
about them.
No, it's great that Witch has some really good focus spells and focus cantrips. That's great. It doesn't fix the problem, though.
It doesn't.
I think,
in particular
no,
when it comes to
I think
counterspelling.
Because it's like, okay, I can, like, then what's the point of having those later spells at all if I'm going to spend the majority of my actions just casting the same cantrips over and over again, you know?
Well, no, because you automatically know every level. Okay, when you level up as a prepared caster, you automatically know whatever the higher version of that level is. You end up gaining more spells known
Right.
compared to like
No.
sorcerers who
No.
have to
I
take
get
the same
don't.
two
one.
spells additionally known each time I level
Only
up, dude.
clerics and druids get, only clerics and druids get that. Everybody else has a spell
Because
book.
we're the superior caster type. That's why I only play clerics and druids
only
as casters.
clerics and druids have access to the entire spell list at once. No other class gets that.
Also, regarding prepared casters, if you want to have the higher level spell, or the higher level of the spell, you have to learn it as a new spell. Or you
Yep.
at the very least have to prepare in the higher slot.
Whereas spontaneous casters get their spell repertoire, which they
With
automatically
signature
get
spells,
signature
you
spells.
automatically heighten
Yes, but you
your
have to
signature spells.
Yes, you have to pick your signature spells ahead of time, which can limit as well. Look, as way of finishing this discussion, because we have gone a little bit off topic.
Oh, yeah.
Wizards, unfortunately, in order to avoid the issue of the god power or the god tier wizard, the wizard unfortunately did get nerfed in a lot of ways. I personally would like to see a magic item like a grimoire that allows wizards to quickly switch out their spells within their spellbook to give them a little bit more versatility. I know this
Yeah.
would make it a best in slot item, but I also feel it's the kind of item that we just really need.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
as it currently stands, a lot of people are like, yeah, you just need spell substitution because otherwise.
But that's a
Yeah, but then
subclass
if-
option.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
and
subclass option, which I did switch out of.
if you
Uh,
have to take spell
yeah.
substitution to get, then what's the point of having other options? Because
Yeah.
like part
Yeah,
of
And I took I
the
enjoyed
valid-
Staff Nexus, which kind of gives you like spontaneous casting via. your
you gotta,
staff.
you have to wait
It's
till you
m-
get an actual normal staff for that to be decent.
Look, I didn't say hold on. I didn't say the wizard was perfect either. I think Staff Nexus is arguably one of the better ones compared to like I don't know,
Yeah.
like meta magic analysis. But you know, like it's. I'm not saying the wizard's perfect. I think a lot of people just come in with the expectation of god tier wizard,
Yes.
and they don't often put into account of 2E needed to balance out the prepared caster a little bit more. I also will admit I didn't know that wizards couldn't get access. So the way I've always run it, that I've enjoyed, was when wizards level up, when they get that second level spell slot, they can just learn any 2 new spells off of the second level list, but then also automatically free heighten up whatever their first level ones were, which allowed for a little bit more versatility, I guess, in terms of you're still gaining new spells, but you're still retaining the old ones as well.
Well, there's
That system seems to work pretty well.
there's a feat for a class feat for wizards then. Signature spells for wizards.
There you go. And yeah, I like what Eldritch Dreams is saying. If you could leave spots empty.
Actually, heightening spells, we can already do that. Yeah, I can heighten any of my spells.
Still
Just put it in the slot.
That's what I said.
I don't have to learn a new one. I was trying to figure out what you're getting at there, Matt.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's just we just are just chilling with 2 new spells each time we level up.
Yeah, that's why it's crazy about wizards. They get a lot of spells that they know, which allowed for a lot of versatility. And then, if your
Yep.
GM is super nice, they give you additional scrolls, which means additional spells.
They still
My
have to
issue
use the slots,
isn't-
though.
really need scrolls.
My issue isn't with the spells known, it's with the spells prepared. Because it doesn't matter how many spells you know, you still only get 3 spells per level, and that's not a lot to do much with.
I think there's easy ways to
I think if we
rectify
had
that,
gotten,
but
if prepared casters
the Ring of
prepare 4
Wizardry,
spells,
which
Yeah.
Sean talked about, is huge
it
for
would
that.
make a huge difference. Or
It
the
gives you
thing,
additional spell slots.
yeah, or that.
Like Michael was saying, an extra
um,
slot or two would be nice. But
Like just one. Like, I get that they were trying to balance against the craziness of first edition, and I think that it's valid. I think they overcompensated way too much, though.
just a little bit, and that's what we found as well.
Agree to disagree, and
No.
let's go back to shooting things.
Well, you've
Hey,
done all
Look,
the shooting.
I'm more than willing to keep debating. I'm more than willing to keep debating this topic. I love wizards, and I don't think they're perfect. I don't think any class in 2e is perfect, but
Fighters.
I have my grievances with fighters. The fact that they don't have more feats is why I have a problem with fighters. But that's not my point. My point being, I think that wizard overall is a fairly balanced, like in terms of class wise, because your arcane bond will make up for a lot of it. The fact that you can auto heighten all of your spells is another great focus on it. You
But
take
I'm
a
not
witch
just
because
talking about wizard.
Okay,
I'm talking
so
about
let's talk
all
about
prepared
witch or
How
okay, so
about
witches.
we leave this
Should we
until
head to
afterwards?
Otari?
I said I wanted to go back to shooting things. Shooting things requires us to go back to the camp so I can shoot the dwarf.
Anyway, on your way back to Otari, does anyone want to do anything?
Let's go.
Not really. Sing
Sing? Always a nice
sing
thing.
songs that will annoy the dwarves.
I
Well,
will be.
upon getting back to the bridge, Kotgar is gone.
He's probably being eaten by his friend. It's fine.
Gross.
Did I tie up Cognar, or did I just let him run?
You did tie him up, but he seemed pretty apt with a dagger, and he was left by himself for a fair amount of time.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've got his brother.
Yeah, we're bringing
Morgrim?
bloody old pal with us. Yeah.
I know it says he's dead,
Alright,
but
let's
he's
go.
not actually dead.
No, I'm gonna. You know what? So, how big are these owlbear feathers?
Oh, I want to say about the length of an eagle feather.
Okay. So I switch out my. I now have an owlbear quill.
Aww. It feels angry
Yep.
to touch.
Hey, it's all about the emotion. I gotta write those edgy screenplays.
Oh wow.
But anyways,
Does one of these caves lead back to Otari or no?
The one to the left should do.
Okay.
And on our way back, I'm going to be jotting down notes about the ritual and kind of studying it.
Why is it gray and murky?
I need to replace the map. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Don't worry, that's not your fault. That's just the pathway for the bat needs to be replaced.
The evil Urgathoa mist has taken over Otari.
Well,
That's what I wanted to do.
we're probably gonna take him back to, like, I don't know if there's like a captain of the guard in the
Well,
guard barracks.
Lieutenant
where
Samuels
they
is
keep
available,
prisoners.
and yes,
I would like to turn in the necromancer.
yep. Well,
So we caught this necromancer performing profane rituals upon himself. We believe that he has a brother who's a cleric who performs profane rituals to Urgathoa.
that's
This
disconcerting.
is a wizard, though. This is an evil wizard. He wanted to become a lich.
His
That
brother is a cleric.
should not be an issue at the moment.
Okay, so no lich. His brother is what?
A cleric.
A cleric.
Oh wow, wizard and cleric in the same family.
Yeah.
We have a wizard and a cleric.
In our family.
Aw, family. They would have happened to have like a druid brother, would they?
No, it looked like he was a fighter that just happened to have a cat that followed him around.
Oh, okay.
Druid education.
Druid dedication. Well, I guess that makes sense. Kind of. So, we'll put him in holding. You say pastor, so we'll leave the binds on him. We'll have to figure out something over long
Well,
term.
actually, that's my rope. Could I possibly switch it out for some of your rope?
Yes, we can switch it out for us.
Most spells have verbal components, so switching out should be fine as long as he remains gagged.
Well, do you want the gag back?
No,
Okay.
I'm not attached to it. I made it out of his shirt, by the way.
Oh.
I didn't say that at the time, but it's what I felt in my heart. So
That's fair enough. I dig that vibe. But they take your rope and they put him in a straitjacket, like contraption, like outfit. That kind of keeps his hands in place so he can't do any somatic components for spellcasting and stuff like that. And
all right.
Samuels goes, well, eventually we'll probably have to send him off to Absalom. We don't have the facilities for long-term housing of, well, casters when it comes down to it. As for the accusations of necromancy, I'll get testimonies from all of you, of course, when time is permitting. But,
All right.
so, you found him in the woods?
Well, he was in
Okay.
a keep. We have the deed here, and I sort of inform whoever has the deed to present it. I think it's in the communism, but
Yeah.
It's in the communism, but yeah. I think Tiberius was the one who actually had it on him.
Well, Samuels kind of goes, well, I didn't know the keep was still existing. But, legally speaking, you do own it now. I know Eagleholtz were looking for the keep at one point, but they couldn't find it.
So, we could just rent the place out.
Well, as I understand it,
Really?
from what I was told originally, because they came looking for any information that we might know, they wanted to use it as a base of operations. But when they couldn't find it, they just set up the camp like you've probably seen already.
Ingleholtz is the mining, or not the mining, logging people?
Yeah.
They're the logging people. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Sorry. Just trying to keep my people straight.
That's all good.
I'm just thinking renting because we can just get a passive income.
Ow.
Yeah.
Pathfinder 2 Monopoly Edition.
I think we should let the logger people live there for a discounted rate.
Aw, aren't you a nice soul?
I mean, we're setting up
thinking,
the rate,
300?
so it's whatever.
300 gold a month?
That's outrageous.
That's crazy.
I feel like that's very sustainable.
Maybe like 5.
They're miners. What are,
The
They can
logging people.
afford it.
You're
Loggers.
looking at
Loggers.
there's an entire forest worth of capital. If they cannot
Matt, how
find
many,
300 gold.
how many people were at the camp?
Look, as far as you're aware, the amount of people who actually work at the camp kind of ebbs and flows. From a good count while you were there, though, there was at least a dozen that were kind of sitting there and resting. But it's safe to assume there was at least a dozen or maybe more, and they're actually doing the work.
Okay.
See, all these lazy workers.
No. Hey, go this way. A silver a person a week.
Yeah.
Silver? What can we afford with the silver?
No. Here's the thing. Per person, that's 2.5 gold per week. If
Can
there's
I
2
make
dozen people.
a society check to
Yeah,
know what a
so
going
can-
rate for this would be?
You can do
Yeah,
that.
I guess this
What are the...
That's going off of my own know-how, but yeah, society would probably be best.
What is the taxation
15.
rates for Otari?
I'm not getting into taxation rates. This is not AD&D. Holy hell.
And yeah, 21 here.
Alright. If you're renting it out on a temporary basis, particularly if you're not going to do much in the way of cleaning it up, and it's basically
We
just
can press the digitation.
spend a day or two to prestidigitate it.
Yeah.
Look, a place for them to kind of rest their heads, maybe store some lumber before sending it off to other parts unknown. Probably 10 gold a month?
That completely tracks with the silver per person per week.
There we go.
Maybe even more if you supply extras. Like, if you hire a cook to assist them there, and you have someone else on hand to just kind of do the general cleaning for the area while you're not there, you could probably charge extra. But then
But that would also cost us extra.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As is the way of
Well,
such
and
things.
extra initially, right? Because then we'll start regaining our capital in sense of if we just raise the rates, we make more money.
By a certain amount, yeah, we can cover it, but I think our best bet is probably just leave that to them.
But, considering the time, I'll end the session there. We got a little bit derailed with a bit of a discussion regarding prepared casters and Pathfinder, but...
Yeah, stay around for the next hour or so as we have a
No.
formally structured debate about... I'm
I'm
kidding.
leaving before that happens.
Yeah, no, I'll be getting lunch myself.
Drive home, so I hope not.
Well,
Fine.
with our heroes having finished at the keep and defeating the fiendish owlbear that has been harassing the loggers for quite a long time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go tell them about that so they can give us some money.
Oh yeah, I'll go shout that out to the city.
Oh, well,
Make
yes.
songs about
Did
it. And
I
all that.
vanquish an owl bear?
Yeah, Eliza, you can be the hero this time.
Can I be the hero for vanquishing the necromancer?
Sure.
I beat the...
The sure hurts.
Well,
Um,
with the keep taken care of, the only thing they have left is to find the third brother of the Leadbuster Lads. And by the sounds of things, they were making their way to do some sort of assault or attack on the lumber camp. When that happens, we're unsure, but if you want to find out what happens regarding that, you will have to return next week at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, where we will continue our adventures in Otari with Troubles Menacing Otari for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, presented to you by Tabletop Obscura, powered by Foundry VTT with music by Tabletopy. I hope you have a good day, a good week, good night, no matter where you are in the world, and remember, we are the storytellers.
That was a mouthful.
It is always a mouthful. See everyone later. We'll probably raid someone, but yeah. Bye.
Wait, the episode, I just realized what the episode's called. Wow! Rituals are us. Let's go.